Fam, I gotta admit something right now. Smooth, come on in, fam. I gotta admit something right now. You know why I was gonna do this thing, join you in your face at your place, but I could not bear the thought of sitting here and watching the Chiefs three-peat. I couldn't do it. I said, man, I ain't gonna. If their mother win, I'll be so. I didn't want to go through all that, right? Oh, if I only knew what was gonna happen. They put a frigging 40 burger up on him. Are you serious? Really? Oh my God. Fam, Philly interrupts KC dynasty. There'll be no three-peat. By the way, the Chiefs look so beat up that I doubt next year, you talk about a hangover, they're gonna build some things, they're gonna do some things, they're gonna come back all pissed off. But I would bet huge they're not getting back to the Super Bowl next year. They're gonna be a little bit like us. They gotta take a break. Refresh, reboot, recharge. Honestly, they did a good job to go as far and many years in a row of nonstop deep playoff runs as they did. So I give it to them, Chiefs. Boy, but the Eagles came with the goods. Angry 49er fans react to Eagles Super Bowl win over Chiefs. It should have been us. Last year we had them. And we let them off the hook. And they were as vulnerable last year probably as they are this year. Maybe even more so. And we let them off the hook. Again, we got our reasons. You know, it wasn't all about one or two guys. But I still really believe if Dre Greenlaw plays all four quarters, we win that Super Bowl. There'd have been no Travis Kelce. That's the reason why they launched the comeback. And the Eagles, they watched what we did and said the same thing. You know what? We're going to stop Travis Kelce's ass. He ain't getting jacked today. And he didn't. That's what Patrick's all about, him and Kelce. The rest of those guys do a little bit, but the run game can be stopped. The rest of the wide receivers are okay, but they're not TK. God. It's a joy for most Niner fans, though, to see the Chiefs brought back down to earth. Damn it. The only possible issue is that the Eagles have achieved on their second effort versus the Chiefs a victory that's selfish, indignant 49er fans like you and I are going to struggle with that due to not equaling that success last year. In our second effort seeing the Chiefs, we started out like a house of fire last year. We was beating them up. And all of a sudden, just melted. By the way, did you notice that the refs even allowed, did you see that face mask right in front of the ref that Patrick took? The ref didn't blow his whistle. Usually refs would just lose their mind. 30 yards on you. You touched Patrick Mahomes. Have you lost your mind? You know, see, they didn't do that. That was, to me, I said, wow. The refs are not giving the Chiefs any breaks today. They called penalties on them and everything like everybody else. They treated them the same as everybody else. And a little bit worse. I was delighted. Woo! Tonight, go to the phones for your mix of feelings. If you're entertaining them about Super Bowl 59. Where are you, fam? If you even cared about this year's climactic finish to NFL 2024-25. No more Chiefs mystique. I tell you what, though, the Eagles are going to be a handful. They haven't went through 4 and 5 years of all-out war. And that team that Howie Roseman built, ooh. And Saquon Barkley, although they contained Barkley, but you know Spagnuolo's going to, he already said, if they're going to beat us, they're not going to beat us with Saquon Barkley. We're going to make everybody else. We're going to make Saquon beat him. Well, I see Saquon had an unusually good game today, but he's always said and told people something to the effect that just because he doesn't show a game doesn't mean he doesn't have a game. He looked damn good today. I mean, surprisingly good. He hasn't looked that good in a while. I mean, he was on target. He was getting the ball out fast. He was because Saquon usually he's bouncing around the pocket, he's running around, he doesn't know where to go with the ball, and he throws an INT, right? Not today. It was Patrick throwing INTs and bouncing around and looking confused. I said, what? What? Wow. Did Patrick throw 4 or 5? He threw 5 INTs today? Seriously. So tell you what, Tony hit me up on X. He said, Tony, I'm thinking the same thing. We already know, though, from that defense we've seen, one, go all out to get Garrett on this team. You got to have Miles. What I say, Patrick Mahomes was under siege because that defensive line was all over that little red jersey wearing hat. I mean, they were just all over him. So this is what's going to happen. You got to go get Myles Garrett. Forget about a draft pick in the first round with a defensive end. Don't waste any time. If you want to use that first pick in that way, trade it. Give that to the Browns and get Myles. And anything else they want. No, well, not everything else. We don't cut the team, but I mean, get Myles Garrett. If I got Myles and Nick on either end, shoot, you can fill them. You can go to second round or third round and go ahead and get some tackles. An offensive line should be priority one. You see how Hurts got all kind of time to throw today? He was under, every now and then the Chiefs got through. But for the most part, he had time to throw. And he was smart today, as I said. He wasn't standing back there. He threw the damn ball. And it worked. That's when he really looks good. Brady mentioned it too. That's when Hurts looks at his best. When he gets that ball out quick. Stop fooling around and let that thing go. Unfortunately, you had freeze. You got A.J. Brown, you got Devontae. What are you doing? Why are you holding the ball anyway? God. That was amazing to watch the Chiefs get humiliated like that. Oh, God. A 40. Big burger. And Chris Jones got hurt. Not an ounce of sympathy. That big glug has been talking trash. Remember 2020 Super Bowl, Chris was talking before the game and after. He would not show any kind of humbleness at all. Talking nonstop trash. Also, Luna, wish we had these refs in any Super Bowl we lost. Woo! That's the way it works. Slacks, what's up, Slacks? Our camera's out of focus. Thanks, Slacks. Check. We'll see about that. All right. Yeah, because I'm jumping around too much. I got focused and then it got a little crazy. But fam, yeah. I feel relieved at the same time, kind of shame, because the fact is, the Eagles don't have to say they added 2 wins to the Chiefs' tally. We do. They only did 1. And the second time they came back and redeemed themselves. And so you know what? Next year they might have to be the team to deal with. Who else? Oh, Washington. Rams, no, man. Man, y'all ain't. Yeah. Where was I? Yeah, fam, you know what? I got to tell you, I can't wait to see what we're going to do. The offseason is going to be dramatic this year. Oh, God. I'm talking seriously dramatic. Wait. I got to see what's being said. Oh, God. Come on. No. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. Thanks, Slacks. Hope we got that already. Barkley overrated. He did nothing. Of course, Texas boy. Did you guys have to play? Did you play the Eagles? Didn't Barkley lose his mind on you guys like he did everybody else? A.J. Brown. And hey, Matty, yes.
Ronbo.
Matty, I was just stunned in the first half. I knew better than to say the game was over at the half, you know. But Matty, give
I
me
know I
some
was
of
kind
what
of thinking the same thing.
yeah, because you know we had them down. We didn't have them quite that. Well, I remember they got the 10-point lead. I said, "Oh, you guys got to get off that 10 points. That's a bad luck. That's a bad luck spot."
Yeah,
They got up off
it's
that
a
spot
bad
in a
number.
hurry, didn't they? God.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
They almost knew it themselves. They were probably thinking the same thing, though.
So yeah, no magic this year for the Chiefs.
Thank goodness.
Matty, give me some of what your thoughts
Yeah,
are.
it was
Share
a
with
sloppy
us.
mess. It was just a sloppy. It was just a sloppy mess, and honestly, I didn't see it coming. You know, I mean, it was just hard to predict.
Detroit
But it was
versus
beautiful.
everybody. We next.
Nobody at all. Not at all. Never. Detroit sucks.
Next to shit the bed just like the Chiefs did.
So you know, Matty, you know, you know, it looked like the Eagles just took the spirit right out of these guys in the first quarter.
Yeah.
The Chiefs looked like they had no answers. They did not know how to stop the Eagles. And then they get on the field offensively, and they couldn't do anything about the Eagles' defensive attack. Remember when we looked like that in 2019, 2020? We had them on the ropes like that.
Oh,
and couldn't
100%.
finish. I don't,
Yep.
man.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah. So I think it was just, the whole game was just a gift that kept on giving, man. It was just. It was beautiful to see the Chiefs not win.
well, I tell you what.
I mean,
next year I don't see them winning
Like-
AFC either. You know what? I really don't. Let's see who's going to come up. It's Josh Allen's time. Might be next year. Lamar. I
Yeah.
think they can all get past the Chiefs now. The Chiefs got some work to do to build that team back up to the strength they were 2 years ago. So we're not going to get a chance, provided we get to the Super Bowl next year. We're not going to get a chance to redeem ourselves in Levi Stadium, not against the Chiefs.
No. Nope.
Not a
Nope. We
chance.
won't. You're correct.
I don't see that.
Not a chance. But it'd be nice to play. It'd be nice to be in the Super Bowl against the Bills, though.
Yeah. It won't have the same sentiment for me. I really want to see the 49ers because if they build up with the defensive team we got now, Bradley and man, Robert Saleh and Bradley on the same side of the field working those troops, I think we can look a lot like the defense we've seen today with the Eagles. I really do. And I got Bernardo Green.
I would agree.
Mustafa, some of the kids that are growing up in that secondary. I think we're going to be really tough.
Oh man.
I need.
Oh, yeah,
Garrett
and they're gonna get-
Miles. Oh, gotta have him.
Yeah, Myles Garrett.
I mean, sorry for Miles Garrett. We gotta have him. You get
Yeah.
him,
And
and anything else you get in the draft will be fine.
and then I was seeing it looks like Devontae Adams wants to play with the 49ers, and I can't blame him. I mean,
Well,
there's a lot of greatness over on this side of the field.
It's true. He wants to be back in Cali. By the way, Debo's requested a trade. You know about that, right? They've also given Debo permission to make his own deal if he wants to. So,
I was the first one to find out, Ronbo.
no, I saw that before. Here's the thing. Now, there's still going to be a cap hit. I don't know how the 49ers are going to get out of that, but it's still the dead cap is still going to be kind of crazy. But they just want to get Debo out of here. If you can get a guy like Devontae, I guess you go ahead. I don't know that he'd be really necessary. I guess he's always necessary, right? If you can get Devontae Adams, you get it.
Him and Ayuk.
Oof.
Him and Ayuk and
Juwan.
and Ricky.
And Ricky Juwan.
Jennings.
Oh!
and Kittle.
Oh!
Use check.
I hope Juice is still with us.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh man, we running people over, bro.
And a healthy CMC.
Yeah.
We got a healthy CMC.
Yeah. Healthy CMC.
Look out, NFL.
Healthy Dre
Especially
Greenlaw.
NFC. We're back. Oh, and Greenlaw. I don't think Salah's going to let. After watching this game, Lynch and Shanahan know damn well not to even think about it. Do not let Dre Greenlaw leave.
Not even. Yeah, do not. I repeat, do not.
Man. Because
he brings a different level of energy to that defense, Ronbo.
Oh, he does. He brings that viciousness you got to have. You know, it's just.
I think he's going to impart some of that onto the youngins.
Yeah,
You know?
it's true because they got to look at, especially guys like Mustafa. I mean, you know, they gotta be impressed with what they see out of Dre. Be mean,
Yeah,
be
I would agree.
nasty, and worry about the refs after you get through maiming and
Man.
crippling.
Yeah. Afterwards we'll deal with the aftermath, Ronbo. It's funny. There's some good times are coming, bro. You know,
Good.
may have been a rough season, but
It was.
we learned a lot.
You know, the thing is, we learned too much, and we saw some things we didn't necessarily need to see. We saw frustration. We saw there were times when they just gave up, out of frustration and quit. We saw boneheaded mistakes compound themselves on the field.
Yep.
This is a mark of an undisciplined team. If there's anything I can go along with Jalen on, there is something Kyle Shanahan, some element of his greatness that from a few years ago he's got to bring back. I saw a little disrespect out there on a number of occasions, so I don't want to see that next year.
Yep. I don't either. I would agree.
Man.
Yep.
So
yeah, it's just a lot of positive to be had coming up. So I'm excited, man. I think we should all be very excited with what's brewing for the next season. And Ayuk, he'll be healthy. You know, I mean, there's there's so much injury and there's so much time to recover at this point. Like everybody should be ready for training camp and everything, dude.
Like they were the year before.
Get Brock Purdy's contract all done and buttoned up. Get everybody paid. Let's just rock and roll, man.
49ers are
ready
serious.
to go.
They're talking about getting that contract done within the next couple of weeks. Matty,
I don't doubt it.
I'll see you Tuesday. And
Tuesday, that's what I was hoping.
Let's see what develops. I guess this Debo thing should have some legs to it pretty soon, and anything else is going on. 49ers are going to get to work. It's going to be real busy for the next few weeks.
Yeah, a lot can happen in 2 days, bro.
Ain't that the truth? All right, fam. Have a great night, Matty. Appreciate you,
all right, fam. You too, buddy. Have a good night.
Thanks,
buddy.
You too. Yeah, the 49ers, man. They have to look at this and feel inspired. I mean, they got to be pissed off. They're seeing this and they're thinking, my God. If we're not Brian, Stephen, happy Debo's going. I still love Debo for all the things he's done. I'm always like that about players that did a great job for us. We're not Brian. Also, Nikita Tebow, I owe you a job. That's right. You guys made a deal. You got to buy. Nikita's probably already got several jerseys already. But having one from you, Brian, is even better. You know? But yeah, they got to really feel like, wow, look what that is. Surge.
Oh my God, this is so amazing, Ronbo. This is the best day of our lives.
It genuinely is amazing. I didn't see that coming. I thought it might be a close game and hopefully the Eagles pull it out in the fourth quarter. It wasn't close from the very beginning. Oh, 49 Brian, Nick Wright punching the air right now. Oh, no. No. I got to go get that. But go ahead, Serge. Your feelings.
It was amazing to see. The Chiefs did not three-peat, but they did get their ass beat.
I mean, that's the best part. You're right. No three-peat. Got their brains beat out.
You got the Chiefs player crying on the sideline. We got Patrick Mahomes, not trusting his offensive line because they weren't protecting him at all. He was running with his head cut off, throwing the ball wherever he could throw it. Man, that's why they got those 2 last touchdowns, because he just threw it up in the air, like, getting little miracles. But it wasn't enough, man. But it was just funny to see, man. I watched the whole Super Bowl. It was boring, just like the halftime show, but it was just amazing to watch, man. Just having them get their ass beat the way they did, man.
I mean, just
it was so funny.
Raggedy. God.
I'm gonna laugh all year. And they didn't even have Taylor Swift on the screen because that's how bad it was, man.
Well, they showed it once. They showed
Yeah,
her
they
once.
did.
I don't know where she was standing. I didn't see anybody standing around her. She had her hands on the guardrail, and she just looked disappointed, looking out on the field. But I was wondering, did Taylor leave the booth out of shame?
She left the building before the game, before the half.
No, there's
Oh
no
my
way. She's
God,
loyal.
man.
She's loyal. And one dude, I was listening to one show, and the guy says, "I'll tell you what's going to happen." I was at ESPN radio talk show. Yeah, guy calls in. They're going to win the Super Bowl. Travis Kelce's going to propose to Taylor Swift on the field, and they're going to have a marriage ceremony set up. And ESPN announcer says, "Nah, Taylor Swift. That's a little low rent for Taylor Swift."
After today,
No,
she's probably
that's
going
not
to
gonna
pawn that
happen.
ring, man, because, man, it was an embarrassment for them, but it was very, very amazing for us to watch, man. It was so amazing. But I want to go back to one thing where you were mentioning about how you love Debo and stuff like that.
Yeah, I can't hate on
Ronbo.
him. He's ran his course, but still. But yeah, go ahead.
I loved him before his contract, but he just took money from us and ran, man. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
As soon as he got signed, nowhere to be shown.
Yeah.
You know, he
Except
did his
at the
best,
mall
but
shopping,
it wasn't. Man, he gained weight. He showed he didn't care. You know, so for him to ask for a trade, he's pretty much just taking money from us and running away, man. Like, come on, man. This is why I said last time I called, he needs to go, because it's just the last 4 years since he's been signed, he hasn't done nothing. He really hasn't. And Ayuk, to me, looks like he's doing the same thing, man. He's going to ask for a trade, you know, I think by the end of next season.
Ayuk?
If he doesn't do anything, he's going to. Yeah, man. I don't think Ayuk's going to be around.
If he does, he may get traded whether he wants to or not.
And that's the thing too. We need after what happened this season, Ronbo, with not only us not making the playoffs, but with a teammate walking out of the field away from the team.
Devontae.
You know, and then Debo, and then Debo over here asking for a trade when we're trying to come back and rebuild after everybody was hurt and injured to go and win a Super Bowl, and he's just gonna walk out on us. That to me is what I was talking about. We need to freaking get out. We need to get rid of all this diseases away from us, man. And Debo's one of them. And we need a clean house. We need to make sure people are here to win, you know, be part of this team and move forward, man. After this season, it happens, whatever, right? But Debo is just walking away, man, for no reason, just because he got the money from us, and then he's just gonna walk away and go to another team, man.
And sir,
that
you know
to
what?
me
You
is a slap in the face.
Debo was disgruntled too, because remember when you mentioned that he wasn't getting enough touches, and he started developing an attitude right about then, I think too. And then when he did get his touches, he dropped the ball. So, as I said, I love the Debo from the past, but this Debo this year is kind of getting on my nerves. That drop against the Rams, I'll never forgive him for, ever.
Yeah, that too.
God,
but
Debo.
Ever since he got signed, man, we haven't seen any different, man. He's downgraded himself, you know, by not taking care of his body, and then just like not showing any like effort. Like George Kittle's out there, you know, hurt. Fred Warner's over here still playing for us, and then CMC wasn't even 100%. Comes back and does what he could, and then got hurt again. But he's in there fighting, man. You don't see that fight from Debo.
Hey, that's what you're supposed to do. If you're a 49er, that's your attitude 24/7. You even sleep mean.
I know.
You know? Come on,
I know.
man.
So, and you could just feel it with the teammates, man. The teammates are so distant from him, you know, because they get that vibe where he doesn't want to be part of that team, you know. Yeah. And when I heard about the trade, man, that really really upset me.
Serge, before we go, where do you think he's going to get traded to? Who's he going to make a deal with?
I don't know. Like I said, we should get rid of Debo and go get Tyreek or you know, Devontae Adams wants to play for the 49ers, so let's go get him.
Hey, you know, Debo might Miami might be one destination for Tyreek. All right. I'm going to see you Tuesday. Let us see what madness is going to develop between now and then. All right.
Hey, Ian, where you at? Let's go Niners, fuck the Chiefs and the Rams.
I know, God. Serge, I'll see you Tuesday, fam. Have a great night. Thanks for getting in here, too.
I'm going to celebrate. All right, guys. Let's laugh all year, man. Oh, my God, that was funny.
This is so good.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
It's G49. Niners need to take notes. Eagles in the trenches are a juggernaut. I was thinking the same thing. Great O-line, great D-line, protect Brock, draft or trade to dominate the trenches. And this is the thing, we've seen Brock Purdy. That first year he came in, his O-line wasn't that good. And then, of course, when Cal starts teaching the fundamentals and all the nuances of his offensive, you do need, because Brock was pretty much on his own ad-libbing out there when he first came in. Hell, he had to. He didn't know anything else. He was just being Brock Purdy. And then you start learning the playbook. Now you do have to have an offensive line. You're not going to get out there and be able to just go off schedule the whole time. And that's where Kyle needs to be responsible. If you're going to make him run your playbook, God, Kyle, John, get him some damn protection. I'm watching him run for his life all year last year and a lot the year before, but he still made it work because he had great talent around him. But with no talent, no offensive line, Patrick Mahomes showed you. Patrick Mahomes may be the best quarterback there exists when he's got good protection. Look what happened to him today. They beat his ass. That's going to happen to any quarterback, no matter who he is. You got to protect him. The 49ers got to get serious about pass protection. They've always been serious about the run. We always have great run blockers. Mike McGlinchey, we didn't like him as a pass protector. Mike McGlinchey was one of the best road graders in the NFL. But we're not doing that all the time. We got a freak on the other end when he's healthy, when his weight's down where it should be, and Trent Williams. Trent Williams can protect with the best of them, and he can lay out a road, pave it down for you with the meat of that defender that came in to begin with, and Christian McCaffrey, anybody else can run through there all they want to, but it ain't like that now. So, Lynch and Shanahan got to get serious about building that team. Hey, yo, Darius!
What's going on, Ronbo?
Darius, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, seeing the Chiefs lose is, I'm not going to get too excited about it because to me it's like I don't know, like what's like a good enough? It's like watching like some dude that you don't like get with the girl that you were trying to hit on.
Yeah.
And she keeps rejecting you, but then he finally gets with her and you're happy for him for some reason. Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, bro, like we tried, the Chiefs beat us 2 times, Eagles fans feel some type of way about the Niners and they beat them, and to sit there and, be this excited to watch the Eagles beat the Chiefs. For me, it's just like, all right, whatever. Yeah. Like this season was a wash to me. So I could care less who won either way. So, But don't get it twisted. For like the people's victory lap and all this, Chiefs are done. I promise you, no problem. The Chiefs will be back at worst in the AFC Championship game next year. I don't know how, but they find a way. They're well coached. They got a great quarterback. They're still going to be in title contention. So I mean, like
I bet you're
I'm
right.
not. I'm not saying here. No, I'm not like I remember when they traded away Tyreek Hill, and I was like, all right, they're done, and they go back to back after that. So I'm not going to be sitting here and I'm not going to be sitting here and parading over them losing the Super Bowl when we haven't won shit. But you watch this game. I don't look that first round pick. Either I'd rather us trade up to get Abdul Carter or use that pick and some other picks to get Myles Garrett.
Oh,
no matter how good an offensive line is, there's no tackle duo that will be able to block Nick Bosa and Myles Garrett. Those are the 2 best. I mean, people love to hate on Nick Bosa for whatever reason because his sack numbers aren't there. But there is no edge rusher that is higher than Nick Bosa in both run stopping win rate and pass rushing win rate. And then Myles Garrett is second behind them. I think Myles Garrett is the number 1 pass rush win rate. He's a little bit below Nick in terms of run stop win rate. You pair those two dudes, you go draft some interior defensive linemen, and look, we saw what happened in 2019. If Kyle Shanahan does not fumble that Super Bowl away, we have the same exact recipe because our D-line was eaten. Our D-line was eaten. I need Myles Garrett on my team. I need Myles Garrett. I don't give 2 fucks about Devontae Adams, T. Higgins, and whatnot. Yep. Why would I want to pay another receiver a good amount of money? Like, I'd rather save that money for D-line and offensive line. We already have – look, I saw Ricky Pearsall ball out the last 2 or 3 weeks as a wide receiver 1. We still have Jawan Jennings. We still have George Kittle. We have Christian McCaffrey who can run routes. And, man, I really believe Jacob Cowan can be a good player in the NFL. And then we still have Brandon Ayuk. I don't think he's going to play the first half of the season, but then we got Brandon Ayuk. Why are we so hung up on getting another wide receiver just because it's a big name? Devontae Adams has not played good football in 2 years. He's 32, 33 years old, if I'm not mistaken.
Waste of money.
As a fan base, we gotta just lay off the unnecessary flashy big names at in the skill position. Look, you win championships by having good trenches. Like, this is common knowledge. The Philadelphia Eagles have the best offensive line and have the best defensive line of football. They have 2 good wide receivers. They have a great running back. We don't need 5 wide receivers on the team. Like, go sign Drew Dahlman. Go draft a guard in the 2nd round because there are plenty of tackles who are listed as tackles in the draft, but will translate much better to guard in the NFL. And I don't care what it takes. Go get Myles Garrett. Go give up a 1st rounder this year, and I'll even give up a 1st rounder next year. Because if we win the Super Bowl next year, I don't give a fuck about that 1st round pick. Yeah, so it's like, and then you're gonna get some value from Debo. All right, like, to me, I think you know how I feel about Debo Samuel. I wanted him off the team last year after the draft. Yeah. Go get a 3rd round pick because you're not getting a second. Go get a 3rd or 4th round pick for him, and then use that to get Myles Garrett. I cannot wait for next year because if you just fortify the trenches, I promise you you're going to win the Super Bowl. Because again, you watch today's game, and however dominant Philly's defense was continuously putting the Philadelphia's offense in advantageous positions. And I still watch that game, and after that, like, you watch that game in that 1st quarter, and you watch that Jalen Hurts interception, and you're just like, Jalen, what are you doing? Like, I have no fear in my heart for the Philadelphia Eagles, no matter how good they are. No matter how good they are, I have no fear in my heart for the Philadelphia Eagles as long as we get Drew Dahlman, who can play center, go draft a guard, go get Myles Garrett, and go get 1 or 2 defensive tackles like Walter Nolan or the dude from Kentucky, Deion Walker.
He's on everybody's draft board, too, Nolan. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I don't care for wide receivers.
And what you mentioned is exactly what took place today. It was all about the trenches. Patrick couldn't breathe out there.
Yeah, right.
How many times they sack him? Oh, and by the way, I don't know. I think Nick may lead the league in pressures, even if he's not getting sacks. Nick has got that quarterback in real strain out there. Even with a double and triple team.
He's the only player on the defensive line. He's not getting sacks and people forget that 2022 defensive line. We had Charles Omenihu, Ebukam, Eric Armstead. For as much as people hate on him, he was still you couldn't single block him. We had no edge rotation. Like, it was not like Leonard Floyd was cool, but we had no D tackles. We had nothing. So, again, people hate on him because he's not getting sack numbers and because of his political beliefs. Look, if you're hating on Nick because of his political beliefs, I can't value your opinion on. I don't necessarily agree with what Nick's got to say, but look, I'm not going to hate on him as a player just because he supports another man. That's whatever to me. All I care about is when you're and that's what look. Get Myles Garrett, get offensive line, and we'll be fine. I promise you. I feel like a broken record. That's all I want because you win championships by having a great O-line and D-line. Whatever. I'm just a broken record. I'm just glad I saw the Chiefs lose.
Cheers.
I hope we improve the trenches, man. I'll catch you later.
All right. Good stuff. I will look for you on Tuesday. All right, fam. All right, Darius.
That's it.
Darius is so right. You're not going to win without an offense. You can't lack both. 49ers offensive and defensive lines both were just so-so. You're not winning with so-so because the next city is going to have a team that's got at least one of them. One side or the other is going to be real tough. That offensive line for the Eagles, 6'5", 6'6", something like that, 330 pounds average. That's a lot of humanity coming at you to protect the quarterback and provide. And a guy like Saquon Barkley went buck wild this year. That's one of the main reasons why. Harold, NFL competition is getting better. 49ers need to take care of serious business in order to build the trenches and special teams. Oh, I keep forgetting about special teams, but we'll be quickly reminded of special teams as soon as the season starts. You notice that? What's the first thing we do? Game one. Oh, look at the position they've got on the field. Or, Jake. Why is it always wide right, Jake? Man, can you just, So you can lose a game like that. We proved that how many times? Hey, thanks, Harold. Appreciate that, Fib. Hey, Big Bill.
This was a game that the whole team needed to sit and watch. The team won. We could go defense, all that, but the main reason Philadelphia won, they came together as a team. They wasn't greedy. They wasn't wanting money. They wasn't worried about I wasn't getting enough catches. They came together as a team, and they played as a team, and they won as a team. That is something that the 49ers first need to look at. Okay, yes, I wanted to keep Debo, but if Debo wants to be a distraction in the locker room, well, I'm sorry. I like him, but if he can't sit back and learn and say, hey, I changed my mind, I want to play as a team, then, yeah, we're going to have to trade him. And anybody like Ayuk and Brock Purdy, all right? We could get a better quarterback. Matter of fact, Joe Burrow wants to leave Cincinnati if they can't keep the clique together. Are you into trading Brock Purdy for Joe Burrow?
Well, I don't. Bill, that's an unrealistic trade, though. I can't imagine the Bengals getting rid of Joe Burrow, whether he wants to stay or not.
Well, it's bad, and they're going to lose a quarterback, and they're going to have to trade Burrow, and Burrow refuses to stay.
Well, no, his contract's not up. Is his contract up?
No, his contract's not up. But he can refuse to play. He can demand a trade and hold out for a whole season.
He's not.
And that's what's being talked about.
Bill, you talk about togetherness, and then you want to get rid of Brock Purdy. Do you know how much the team loves Brock Purdy? If you said something to Fred Warner and also our tight end, George Kittle, you'd be in big trouble, bro. They love him. Most of the team loves Brock Purdy. So now you trade him out.
All the money.
I'm just saying. Listen, I'm just saying. You trade him out, you could drop a nail in the coffin of the team morale. You don't do that. Not at this point.
If you say the statement like we're trying to win this game, trying to win a Super Bowl, and if Brock Purdy's serious, he'd be willing to say, "Hey, give me like a two-year contract. Let's see what we do this season, and next year, now I'm coming for my bag." And the whole team, we could get like a Myles Garrett, we could get Joey Bosa, we could get Crosby, any of that mascot. We have to be able to do all that if he ain't taking all the money. But if he's taking all the money, how are we going to do all that?
Do we have really that many bad players that we need to move them out for guys like Joey Bosa? I think Nick is good. I like Myles Garrett. I agree. We don't need to go get any and everybody. Some of those guys you're mentioning aren't any better than the guys we have, are they? Really?
No. Some of them we can have in case somebody gets hurt. But, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We got guys. We can make sure we're going to be stacked on defense, give Salah the power to win. We've seen what happened to Patrick Mahomes without the referees' help. Keep in mind.
I know. Hey, the referees abused. Patrick got a face mask that was just nasty, and they didn't call it. I was shocked. Usually they drop that flag so fast and damn near rips out of his. Man, hey, let that go.
Watching the whole Super Bowl, I was waiting for flags to try to help them win, and it didn't even come.
or roughing the passer or something. And they took Patrick down a few times really hard. So I think, that's pretty funny.
That we need a team that can do that'll be determined on the field. But they did try to do something funny in the beginning, Ronbo. They did try to do something funny, and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
There was a lot of boos. Us, as a Niner fan empire, we need to come together and like, hey, don't let this slide. No. The referees, nah.
No,
let it be determined on the field. If it's determined on the field, then we can give you kudos. But if you can't, which I know they can't, because right there it's proven that without referees' help, Patrick cannot win the big game. Yeah. And that's all. They come together as a team. We can win the Lombardi Trophy. I'm excited about next season. If we can get people together and get rid of some of the plagues and put pieces back together, we have a really good chance to go back. I'm going to tell you, the NFC East is going to be hard to really
get through.
Really win.
It is. Washington and Philly, that's going to be tough rows to hoe. I don't know what the Cowboys are going to look like.
No, the Cowboys are going to be contenders to knock them out. We may not even see Philly in the championship game.
Yeah.
We might see a Washington or some other team. So I'm telling you straight out. They're good at eliminating people, but losing in the conference championship or the wild card. So, they'll be there to knock out probably Philly or something. So, they do have Philly's number.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They got to get out of the division. That's true.
The Cowboys do have Philly's number normally and can beat them. So I'm not really worried about Philly. But I'm saying we need to get everything together and get our guys back on track. We could be holding the Lombardi Trophy in 2026 in Levi's.
Damn time. God. Keep going. Harbaugh's got more playoff wins. Did you see where he was listed as far as Seifert's number one? God, we got two guys at the top of playoff wins. That's why when the Rams always yell, you guys ain't won nothing in 30 years. We've been beating everybody's ass, including yours, for the entire time. So what are you talking about? Right? But you've got to turn those into rings, or you leave material for these low-level teams that keep talking trash.
But the Rams are going to fall apart. I ain't worried about the Rams. You had your moment this season, and it's over with. We're going to own you guys next season, so I ain't worried about it. But like I said, Ronbo, I'm excited. I mean, to see the Chiefs lose, to see them fall weak. And I'm going to tell you, Ronbo, you thinking the Chiefs ain't going to be back there? Oh man, I just
see other teams catching up with them a bit now. They've got Travis Kelce's not.
Beating the Chiefs in the Super Bowl at Levi's Stadium would be really good redemption and be good for business, best for business.
I'd love it, especially if we could beat them up something like what they got beat up today. I don't see them get back to the Super Bowl next year, maybe year after. But Bill, we got to go. Bill, good stuff as always. I'll see you Tuesday.
Niner shout out.
Niners! Big Bill. Hi, Bill.
I think the offense is doing something special for us. Hold your head up.
What's that? Oh, yeah, we got it. It isn't us winning this game, but it feels good to see the Chiefs not win it. All right, Phil. Talk to you Tuesday.
Bye.
Okay, Rams are dangerous. I think I've told you about your little politically charged comments. You do it again. Do it again. I've told you last time, if I see another political leaning tone from you, anything, any term, we don't talk politics in here. If you can't understand that, I'll have to demonstrate to you what I mean. Don't do it. God, you Rams fans, you guys, first you're annoying, and then you're rude. And then I don't. God. Hey, yo, Rev, come on in, man. Lay that red cup. Come on in, fam.
Ronbo, I'm going to get straight to the point. First of all, let me start off by saying the man, the myth, the legend. Ronbo, thank you for giving us this platform to speak our minds and our hearts.
My pleasure.
About our beloved 49ers worldwide, repping that beautiful red and gold 24/7, 365. Well, got that out the way. Let me jump into this right quick. and then I've seen it in the chat, but I'm gonna start off with, and excuse my grammar going forward. Fuck everything about the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, the Rev has said it. Okay, everything from your fans to your coaches to your players, training staff, bus drivers, pilots. Fuck everything about Kansas City.
Don't forget the commissary in the cafeteria.
You got destroyed. You got served humble pie. You cheating ass mofos got served. Period, point blank, and I'm loving every minute of it. I'm not a fan of either team. Either team. Congrats to the Eagles. You won it. Okay, cool. Kudos. Congrats. Now the target's on your back. Let's see if your ass get there next year.
Ooh, that's right. Everybody's gonna be bringing their A game.
Because I am playing. I as a 49er faithful, since I was 2 years old, I am placing a bounty on your head, Eagles. You have a dog fight coming next year. I promise you. I promise you. Enjoy it now. But thank you for beating them cheating ass Chiefs. Second, for you disgruntled reject relevance in the chat that talking about, I see a Texan by nature. Listen, if you're a Texan fan, you have just no room to talk.
Oh, he used to be a 49er fan. He's one of the most shameless ones.
You Ramley rejects. The only reason why you won a Super Bowl, y'all beat us in the NFC because you got a pass interference call that wasn't pass interference against you. That's the only reason why you got there. So, yeah. And then on top of that, nothing about the Rams are even irrelevant, period. Texan by nature, just shut your pie hole. Just shut your pie hole.
Yeah, he used to be Niner by nature. He was pissed off because our first round pick.
He's a fraud. He's a fraud. We don't even care. He's a fraud.
Trey Lance wasn't starting, and he got mad. And he got mad at everybody, right? And so now he's
or as my daughter would say, you and your fifis. You and your fifi.
That's not a real 49er fan. It's about the it's about the name in front, not the back.
Watching the Super Bowl tonight. Listen, my 49ers never lost a 40 burger in the Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying.
That was an ass whooping.
That's all I'm saying. A 40 burger.
Damn.
The boys put a 40 burger on you.
And it ends on a couple times. They could have been 50, fam. It really should have been 50. They messed up in the red zone twice.
Exactly.
Damn.
I don't want to hear nothing about the Chiefs dynasty ever again. I just stop it. Just stop it, okay? Stop trying to put categories. You know what I mean? Like stop it. Y'all only beat us twice because you needed refs to beat us. And that was proven. I was at the one in 2019, physically eyeball watching y'all hold my players up like prom dates. So it is physically proven. Okay. Now, yes, the hatred that I have for Kansas City, it's not going to leave me because you had to cheat your way to get to where you are. You have no respect for me. And I'm so glad that the Eagles came in and punched you in your mouth so hard that you little crybaby ass Chiefs are sitting over there just pouting, crying, complaining. Period. I've never seen a GOAT, which is Joe Montana, sit on the sideline and cry at a Super Bowl. But I've seen Patrick Mahomes do it twice.
But then Joe never had a reason to cry at a Super Bowl, though. Joe's a bad boy.
Exactly. Rams, you swept us the first time in 5 years. Stop it, dude.
They can't get over
You're not even our rivals anymore. You're not even our rivals anymore. Just stop it. That's why y'all are so damn delusional. That's why I call you Ramley rejects. Like, dude, just get over it. Okay, so what? You beat us twice this year. You want a trophy? You want cookies? You want milk? I mean, what do you want? Okay, cool. First time you beat us twice. All right, cool. Kudos. That's one time.
I mean, we had to be injured down to one dude. I mean, that's why would I brag about that? I wouldn't even if they had all the people.
Right.
There's no reason to talk trash about that.
Listen, Rams. Listen, you Ramley rejects. Do you see that quarterback behind Ronbo right now? For the Ramley reject that calls himself Jim Everett the Great and Matthew Stafford Dimes and all that. There's a GOAT sitting right there, number 6.
Everett.
That's a GOAT. That's a GOAT. There is no quarterback in Rams history that you can ever say that's a GOAT.
Compared to, no.
I got 2 quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame, 2 that are 49ers. With that being said, I've had my fun for the night. Yes, 49er Brian, Ramley rejects. Keep it going, my brother. Keep it going. Ramley rejects. Ronbo, we thank you. We love you. We appreciate this platform to
thank you so much.
Speak our minds and our thoughts. Listen, family, the Rev is happy that the Kansas City Chiefs lost and they got that 40 burger put on them. And the best way I can say it, as I always say it, in order to be the man, you got to beat the man. Woo! Thank you, Philadelphia. Ronbo, we appreciate it. We love you, my brother. Hey,
you,
middle fingers up to the KC.
Yes.
With
we got to
that,
holler for them, too.
Rev is out.
Goodbye, KC. Once again. Ooh, loving it.
Appreciate it, my brother.
Don't leave without you. Don't leave without. If you want to beat the man, go ahead.
In order to be the man, you got to beat the man. Woo!
Hey, Rambo, we got time Tuesday. We're looking for you. All right, fam. Night.
No doubt, I will. Peace.
Okay, so Brian and Nikita, I tell you what we're gonna do. Why don't you both write me an email, rumbosports at you know my email address, right? Rumbosports at Gmail, rumbosports@gmail.com. And what we'll do is I'll CC both of you, and you guys can make address and changes, destinations, and whatever you need to do to make that exchange for the jersey. All right, so I'll be looking for Brian, and I'll be looking for you, Nikita. Send me an email, and I'll connect us all. Brian does say we destroyed the Eagles. It's happening again soon. Thanks, Brian. The Eagles are tough. I got to respect them. They're not like going to be tough, easy. They're going to be tough because they've come together now, and Barkley is that glue. It's funny because he didn't do anything today, but Spagnuolo did such a good job of getting his troops ready to stop Barkley. Hurts went off, and I didn't think Hurts had it in him either. So that was kind of interesting watching him do what he did. But Hurts was running the ball. He was getting the ball out quick, like I was saying earlier. He wasn't fooling around and doing the Hurts. He was playing good football. I don't think the Chiefs saw that coming. I really wonder how many people saw that coming. Anthony!
What to do, Rambo? What to do? What's going down, Rambo?
It is. Well, the Chiefs went down, and, we got our work cut out for us next year.
I know they're admitted of it.
Yeah.
Rambo, what I told you last time we talked.
You knew this was going to happen. You did mention this is going to happen. No, we didn't take scores.
I say if the referee don't check, they're going to get blown out.
you react. Well, that was accurate.
Rambo, just like, and another thing, Rambo, if I go in this race, I would give Debo, since he won out, I'll trade him to the Cleveland Browns and give Cleveland a first round draft pick just to get Myles Garrett, because we get him, it's over with, Rambo. Who's going to stop us?
You're not going to have Myles Garrett and Nick Bosa on the same team and not just be – I mean, that would be just nasty. I'm going to keep Drake Greenlaw and Fred back there behind them. It doesn't even matter who I put on the interior.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man, look at here. And we already got some aggressive DBs out there, Rambo.
I know, right? See, and they're youngins, too. Those are the best – that's the best time.
Yeah.
Yes. They're trying to build a reputation.
Remember, we get Myles Garrett. Like I said, we get Myles Garrett. You go in this draft, get the best player available. If we get that center from Atlanta, oh, man, look at him, Rambo. It's over
forget about that, yeah. If Atlanta's willing to – didn't Tony say they are looking to trade or get something for him, which is amazing because it's hard to find a good center these days?
Yeah.
That's a big boy, a big young boy, Rambo.
Yeah, that's why, because that's what I'm looking. I'm looking at Demo, Renardo, and Mustafa in that secondary, and the last two got some more seasoning. Oh, all right, let's go.
You got Nick Bosa and Garrett Cook, man. All second half, man. Look at him, man.
Keep it in front rotation too. You can spell both of them.
Yeah, I do believe, Rambo. I do believe Saul and them gonna help Jair Brown up his game, Rambo.
Yeah, Jair. I hope so. Because Jair got him on the last nerve last year. I was like, come Jair, man.
What? Man, Rambo, I was so disappointed in him.
God, he looked worse last year. He was supposed to look better last year. It's his second year.
I mean, yeah, because the first year he was awesome, Rambo. But last year, man, I was disappointed in that dude, Rambo.
Yeah, well,
we should have kept Sammy Womack.
Oh, Womack's playing somewhere. Yeah, I know. He's got that dog in him that you like,
Any fans, Rambo. Any fans.
Well, anyway, we don't have now. And
we
might find another one. They did good in the draft last year in that secondary. Maybe they'll find another. I don't know who helped them make those choices, but let's see what happens. No matter what, Howie Roseman. Look out for Howie Roseman. Howie picks up all the best talents in the draft. Damn.
Oh, yeah, Rambo, our defense going to be 5 this year, Rambo. 225 defense going to be 5. And you got Robert Saleh going to go out here. He going to have his hand on his draft picks, Rambo. Because he's looking for speed, Rambo.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, you got to play
fast. For speed and aggressive. Man, look at him, Rambo. I'm trying to tell you. And what's called that Carney we just picked up, Rambo. He been with Solid for a long time, Rambo.
Bradley, Gus.
Yeah. Man, he was with me when they was in Philadelphia with the Seattle.
That's the author of that defense.
And he low there.
There's Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor looks like she's sitting in regular seating. She's not even in the booth. That's right. This ain't a home game for Kansas City. Taylor's got a regular seat. That's why she's at where she is. Okay.
And what's called was the main reason why we picked Fred Warner. Salah.
Yeah.
Fred Warner was talking about it yesterday.
Anthony, him and Rudy, him and Big Show. I didn't even know what a Fred Warner was.
He said Salah. Fred said, he said all the other defense coordinators say you ain't gonna be able to do this, you ain't gonna be able to do that. He said Salah told him, man, look at him, man. I could just picture you in my defense. He said Salah was the main one. Fred said everybody else kept telling him, you ain't gonna be able to do this, you ain't gonna be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
He said Salah said, man, look at him. Yeah, I want him. I want him. Because I can picture him in my defense right now.
Hey, Fred is a prototype. Fred is like a safety, but he's got the body of a linebacker. That's a great combination.
He's fast too, Rambo. He's fast.
That's what I mean. Safety and linebacker.
Rambo, don't you remember last year when they had him the guard CD Lamb and he kept up with him?
He can do it.
Fred Warner, he 6'4", Rambo, and he can run.
That's why Dre is a great combination for him. Yeah, you see, that's why Dre is a great combination. Remember when Willis could cover receivers going downfield? Willis would step for step, boy. Ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
and meanwhile, LeBron Bowman is down around the interior waiting for him to daring him to run. Yeah. Bowman always knew where the ball was going to be before he got there.
We need Myles Garrett or either Cross. Man, look, Rambo, I'm trying to tell you. We'll be back at the Super Bowl right in it. Rambo,
I agree.
I've been telling people all year long. I say Patrick Mahomes ain't good as what people say he is, man. I say
he's good.
I say y'all trying to dog.
He didn't have no protection, fam. You know, Patrick Mahomes is still dangerous. He didn't have no protection.
But Rambo, what do everybody say? He can do it without the line. I said, that's a lie.
I've been telling people for years that's a lie. I'm not good. He got proven today. Because every one of our quarterbacks.
Ronbo, I don't care how good your quarterback is. You take care of all his work away like they did Brock, he gonna look mediocre, just like every other quarterback.
That's the thing. That's why I've been saying it for years. You give a good quarterback protection, he'll show you something. If he's getting killed on every shot, he'll show you nothing. And for those who don't understand the game properly, he ain't no good. Jesus Christ, man. Do you see what happened to him?
Ronbo. They were hitting that nigga so much. You know what happened in that game, Ronbo?
Damn, they killed him.
He didn't have no confidence in his offensive line.
Do you blame him? Anthony.
I don't blame him.
Anthony, let me ask you this. Do you remember Kaepernick when they kept saying his eyes are dropping? Because he wasn't looking downfield anymore. His eyes were dropping. Why? Because the offensive line, for some reason, during his last couple of years, got worse.
Last couple of years, they weren't blocking for him.
Yeah. So he was scared.
I said, I don't care how good a quarterback is. If you take away all his main weapons and the offensive line ain't no good, it's over.
Dead meat.
Dead meat. I don't care. I don't care how many Super Bowls he done won.
Nah. You've got to have that protection for that quarterback. And we got to go, fam. I'm gonna tell you what, Anthony. I'll see you Tuesday.
Tuesday, Rambo. I appreciate you, Rambo.
Hey, Anthony, you know I appreciate you. See you Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you know, who was that said Kelsey's, dubious? Yeah, the Val. Kelsey's going to announce his retirement, I suspect, within the next 24 to 48 hours. Because he said he's going to make a decision on this game. He's going to make a decision after this game whether he's going to continue or not. So there you go, Travis Kelce.
I showed enjoy watching Swift.
Mahomes is going to. Anthony, I see you Tuesday, Anthony. Mahomes is not going to have Kelce next year. Oh, what is that going to mean? Now, I understand when you got to wait with Tyreek Hill, but no Mahomes, that's a different story. All right. Jalen! Come on in here, Jalen. Here he comes. I got to apologize. And I ain't apologizing, though. It's still Howie Roseman. Jalen! Smith, that's right. NFL did not protect the Chiefs this time.
Ronbo.
Jalen.
Ronbo.
Jalen, that you? Yeah, it is. That's that familiar sigh. Come on in, Jalen. Yeah.
Ronbo, you hate to admit it, but I told you.
I know.
It's McVay, it's Sirianni, and now it's Shanahan.
Yeah.
Go ahead and say it, Ronbo.
Did you list McVay? You list. Wait, Jalen. Jalen, what you gave an order of coaches. What was your order again?
Number one is Sean McVay in the NFC. He is the number one coach in the NFC as of right now. You got a dispute?
No, you know what? That's fine. You know what I'm gonna do, Jalen? I'm gonna let that one bite you. McVay got one time. He got Shanahan one time, and this was the second time this year on that sweep. Jalen, if that's your measure of being a better coach, so be it. But I emphatically disagree.
Ron, he done pulled he done pulled some sorry teams into the playoffs too.
What?
I'll give him that. He done pulled some
Which sorry team did he pull in the playoff? McVay came into a
2020 they made
2020.
About Jared Goff, they made the playoffs with freaking Jared Goff.
Yeah, well, Jimmy beat his ass.
Back in 2020?
Yeah.
Back in 2020, they made the playoffs with Jared Goff.
And as I said, Jimmy beat his ass.
Anyways, Ronbo.
So I'm saying
the man with the ring on his finger. Yes, I'm gonna give him Ronbo. Ronbo, why are you trying to argue with a man that has no ring versus a man that has a ring?
He got one ring. I'm happy for him. Okay, but as far as overall,
what does Kyle have? What does Kyle have, Ronbo?
I just wish. You know what I wish? I just wish they would have played the Chiefs that year.
I don't even think Kyle got a Coach of the Year.
I just wish they would have played the Chiefs that year, and then you'd see Joe Burrow and his
Ronbo, clock ticking.
Ain't
no more of this.
God, McVay is
Rombo.
good. I am not denying that. But better than Shanahan, I don't think so. I really don't. If he was, he would have won more than 3 times.
He's a better head
If
coach.
he was, he would have won more than 3 times in 9 damned years. How you going to be? How's Shanahan going to beat you every year, sweep you constantly, and you get away that one time, and then you get away this year twice through 2 lucky games, and I'm gonna crown him better? Oh, you go ahead. I ain't with that. No, hell no.
He is, Rombo. That's your delusion.
I mean, but we're entitled.
You can keep rooting
That's
for the guy
your
that has
opinion.
no
You
rings
can
on
keep
his
yours too. I ain't on that wagon. No,
you
hell
can keep
no.
rooting for the guy with no rings on his finger that's walking around here with no jewelry looking broke.
I mean, that's
Meanwhile,
2 different
got
things.
McVay with
That's
a
2
ring
different
on his
things. But don't tell me McVay's doing a better job because he got away once. Granted, I give him credit. But think about this for a minute. The things that went on in that game. What if Kwaski T, that a ball hits him right in the chest, doesn't do that? Hey, no. Don't deny that. Don't deny that. What if Jimmy G, who never lost to the Rams, doesn't have a busted up hand and a busted up shoulder? McVay comes in with fully healthy team, fully healthy team and wins.
What was the excuse for 2019, Rombo?
That had nothing to do with McVay.
Whose shoulder was busted up in 2019?
That had nothing to do with McVay.
Who's it? What?
We're talking about McVay now. The Chiefs are the
2019?
better team than the 49ers. They have been for years. This I will not deny. But don't tell me McVay's a better team. Oh, hell no. He got away.
Yeah,
that's what he did.
Rombo.
If he would have won at least half the games, if he would have won at least half the games, Jalen, half. That's all I ask.
You want me to? I'm going to end this right here.
If it had been 50-50.
Let me just ask you a serious question. If
Please.
McVay was the head coach in both of these Super Bowls instead of Cal, do we win them? Be honest.
He's been in 2 Super Bowls. 3, actually.
No, he's been in 2.
Oh, they got killed in the playoffs.
That we
wait, whoa. I got you
there.
there.
Got you. Head coach?
He got killed in the playoffs. They've been in the playoffs more than 1 or 2 times. They got wiped out every time. How many times did Shanahan get in the playoffs and get to the NFCCG? You can't just take things away randomly and then say this guy's better.
Ronbo, you do understand that the years that the Rams did make the playoffs, they were making it with like mediocre teams, right? Cal doesn't make the playoffs with mediocre teams. He has to have a
Wait a minute,
team.
what was mediocre about the Rams teams other than that one that golf went in there and
Ronbo,
scored
I just told you back in 2020.
And shouldn't have been there.
The Rams were horrible back in 2020.
They had a team of mercenaries.
They were terrible.
They had a team of mercenaries when they finally won.
Look at the 2020 roster.
Name the roster. Name the roster the Rams had.
No, they did not.
What?
Rombo,
let me name them for you. Jalen Ramsey. They had one of the best guys on the defensive line you can have. They got Stafford as a quarterback. They got wide receiver. They got OBJ. Jalen. That was a team of mercenaries.
Rombo, they did not have Stafford back in 2020.
I didn't say 2020. You said they never did have anything but. You said they had nothing but makeshift teams, which, by the way, is not true either. Because when he came in, it was a prefab already poured and finished team.
Makeshift team?
No, I'm just saying. You said they had a poor team.
No, you haven't been listening.
Repeat it then, so make me clear on that. Make me clear.
Team.
Tell me what they do.
I said he made the playoffs with a mediocre team. Actually, he's done it twice. He's made the playoffs with 2 mediocre teams.
Shanahan made to the Super Bowl.
Go look at that 2020 Rams
Shanahan went to the Super Bowl.
That was not a good roster.
Shanahan went to the Super Bowl in his 3rd year. He had Kendrick Bourne. He had Sanders.
What did he do in his first 2?
Well, I'm saying Debo. I'm just saying, you can't use that excuse because I got one better. I'm talking about nothing but rookies. I mean, running back, they're not bad, But come on, man.
His team wasn't full of rookies. His team was not full of rookies. Don't do that.
No. Okay, Debo was a rookie.
George Kittle,
was Kendrick Bourne a Pro Bowler?
You had 3 rookies. You had Dre Greenlaw, Debo Samuel, and Nick Bosa. Don't do that. Like that whole team was just rookies.
3rd year. No. This was a young team They're a very young
guys
team.
like Armstead, Jake Drake, Greenlaw. Rombo, you had some guys.
Not
that were
all
like
of them.
4
Well, I can
years,
say the
five
same thing about
guys
the
out there.
Rams. They had all world on the line. Aaron, whatever his name is. Oh, no.
Rombo,
Hey, if we compare rosters.
Every other excuse to keep this man
No. You're
It's
giving
McVay,
way too
it's
much credit to the
Sirianni,
Rams.
and it's
Way
Shanahan.
too
Period,
much.
point blank. I'm taking the 2 guys with the rings over the guy with no rings.
No, you can do that, but
Period,
don't.
point
You can
blank.
do that.
I'm taking the 2
That
guys
ranking,
with the
I'll
rings.
let you have. But don't tell me McVay is
That's
so much a better
delusion
coach.
that you're taught, Rombo. Why are you being so delusional for this man?
I'm delusional. You are giving away because you hate Kyle, and so you're going as far as to say McVay's a better coach. He's number two.
Kyle.
He's
I don't
number
know the
one.
man.
You
I don't
called
want
him
him as my
number
head
one.
Hey, this is the best call I've ever
McVay
heard.
is the best coach in the NFC. Who else is it, Rombo? You telling me it's Kyle?
In NFC.
You telling me Kyle's the best coach in the NFC?
And then you said Sirianni,
You
who
telling
has
me he's the
nothing to
best
do
coach
with that team's offense and defense.
No, stop.
Is
Rombo,
even
stop.
better.
You telling me Kyle Shanahan is the best head coach in the NFC right now?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No.
So
No.
who is it?
It ain't McVay, though.
Who is it then?
I'll give. You know
Who
what?
else
I'll give
is
the
it
Washington.
then, Rombo?
Hey,
Campbell? You
I'll
think
give
Dan
you the
Campbell?
Washington coach. I'll give. What is his name?
What?
Hell yeah.
Jesus Christ, Rombo.
Hey, listen, you're talking about
Rombo,
taking a
you
team.
think that
Wait a minute.
Rombo,
Let me
who
finish
is
my
the
point.
number one
You
coach
talk
in
about a
the
team that doesn't have anything, and you came in there and did something. McVay has never had a team that didn't have anything. He came into a prefab
Rombo, I
team.
just mentioned 2 years. I just said 2020. They didn't have anybody.
Hell, they didn't. When he came to the Los Angeles, he already had a
Rombo,
team.
2020, that roster was horrible. That's why they had to go trade
Oh.
for Matt Stafford.
Oh, Jalen.
Rombo.
Dude, I'm
Rombo.
done.
Rombo.
I'm done.
These guys-
You have made up
first
your
of all-
mind. You love McVay. Go ahead, love him. I ain't giving him nothing.
Rombo,
He ain't that
I
good.
love McVay. It ain't about
Yeah, no,
me
yeah,
loving
I said you're giving McVay
It's
love.
about that your
He
head
hasn't
coach
done
can't
jack.
do more than
He
him.
got away one time
Now,
with a
don't you do
mercenary
that.
squad
Don't try to make
that
it
went
seem
up
like
against
I
Joe
love
Burrow
McVay. No,
and a crippled team.
know, I recognize that McVay is better than Kyle. It has
Well,
nothing
good.
to
You can
with
do
me
that.
loving
I
McVay.
just don't
He's
agree.
better than Kyle.
I said, okay, we got to
You
go.
don't agree with the man that got
I
a
am
Super
not
Bowl
about to agree
ring?
with it. We got to
What are you
go.
talking about?
I'm saying you can have it. You got it. I'm gone.
This man got a ring.
I'll
Rombo,
see
McVay
you.
is not the best head
I'll
coach.
see
Who
you
is it?
Tuesday. Bye, Jalen. Let me give you a holler. Night, Jalen. Shit. Eric, come on in.
Oh my goodness!
Man.
And I'm not talking up a game.
I'm talking head to head. Kyle beats McVay's ass every year. McVay slipped and got away one year with a team full of high-paid mercenaries, and now Jalen says he's the best in the league. I mean, God, Jesus Christ! If he doesn't have the best, if he doesn't have a team of mercenaries, he does what he does this year and every year before that, except for the one. They beat us 1 year. They swept it from us once since 2018, and now he's the best in the goddamn. Hell no.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yes, sir. I agree. I agree with you. I mean, you don't have to do something more than that, Gavin, to prove it, because right now, you're not proving it, dude.
Well, you know, I can't wait till next season. We're going to find out.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, no doubt.
Anyway,
So
Eric,
how are you, Wom?
you're feeling on this about this Super Bowl.
Well, me personally, I was not happy about it. Yeah,
I didn't
but
see that
got
coming.
family back in Missouri.
I did not see. I'm
I got
surprised.
family back in Missouri, so it was kind of a tough swallow.
Yeah.
But to Nikita, her family, and all the great Eagle fans out there.
Gotta give it up. Yeah. I mean, the Eagles beat the Chiefs like nobody has in years, Eric. I'm trying to remember the last time the Eagles, the Chiefs got beat up by any team, regular season or otherwise, like that.
I was talking to one of my best buddies tonight, who's a big Chiefs fan. He was talking about maybe that
Buccaneers Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Possibly the Bucks Chiefs Super Bowl.
Oh, the Bucks with Chiefs Super Bowl. That was. Wait a minute. What was the? I forgot about that though. What was the score in that game? Maybe that was as bad as this. I forgot because the Chiefs couldn't do anything that game. And again, same situation. Mahomes had no protection, and they just beat him to death. Eric?
Yeah, man.
No. I was saying, I forgot the score of that game, but Tampa Bay ran Patrick off the field too. And again, same situation. He didn't have his tight ends. I mean, his offensive tackles.
31-9. So
oh yeah,
that was bad.
Actually, about the same. 40-22. Yeah, the margin's about the same.
Yeah, I mean, it was just pretty. I mean, it was. Yeah, we were not at all happy watching it from here because I mean it was just not at all what we expected tonight.
No, they were favored. I mean, this is what they do. They're the Chiefs. They beat everybody.
The way I looked at it was, I mean, if there was going to be a blowout, boy, was I wrong. I thought if there was going to be a blowout, we were going to be happy. And at the end of the night, Philly wins, Casey loses, and that's how we do it.
Yeah. The thing is, what I'm really worried about, though, one part of me didn't want to see the Chiefs win just because they would get so uppity as to believe they were going to do a four-peat. I said, okay, you know what? I'm pretty 49ers are ready for next year. I just don't see they should be pinned back and ready to roll. It's going to be tough to beat the 49ers next year. So if they should happen to be able to defend home ground and the Chiefs came to Levi's Stadium and the 49ers are waiting on them, they'd come in and as inspired as the Eagles did. I really do think so. So we can't do it now. I don't see the Chiefs coming back next year, though, Eric. I mean, I know your folks are you guys are hoping, but man, they got some things to get together. And Travis Kelce quits, that's going to be a problem.
I mean, if he decides to hang him up, which I don't know if he is or he isn't, but if he decides it's time, boy, are they going to have a huge problem on their hands. Yeah. They better know what.
We talking about the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he decides to retire, they better get a tight end.
But
it's not in the first, at least top two.
Kelsey's a generational talent, though. There's a great tight ends. Any generational talent's only going to come along every here and there. I mean, lost Hill, lost Kelsey. That might be too much. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I cannot believe how, and in fact, even at halftime, it was like 24 to like nothing or something. And
I didn't think it was over, though. I said, you know what? They got a good cushion. Now, can you build on it? Because they're going to come up with 24. You got to get off that 24, Eagles. Keep moving. Right? All the way to the fourth quarter, you got to keep scoring, man. They'll keep coming back. They didn't.
No, and to be honest with you, if they had not kept on scoring,
they would have
been happy.
Yeah, they would have. But those are garbage time points. I mean,
we would have probably been in either night because it would have still not been enough.
Yeah, it changes strategy, though. When the game is close going into the third and fourth quarter, both teams will do something a little different. The Eagles seem to actually relax a little in the last part of that fourth quarter. So.
I think I believe that's how we got back in that thing tonight. I mean, it was just.
Yeah, it became a different game in the last few minutes.
I mean, you can't. Granted, one of the guys calling the game, he had done that in the past.
Yeah.
But
not Brady.
But at the end of the day,
Tom was worried about it the whole way. Brady's been there, done that.
I mean, like speaking of people that have been there, done that, Joe, you've been there and you've done that. Because I mean, like when they were talking about like 24 points, I'm like, well, there's one guy calling the game that's done that.
Tom.
10 do that.
And the Rams fans are still bugging Tony about that every chance they get. When really, I don't know, the Rams with that not one touchdown other than the airport when they landed, when they were in Atlanta, I don't know what they're talking about. What's more embarrassing? No touchdown or at least having the game in hand and losing it in the end. Both of those suck. It's a Super Bowl.
Honestly, the second one, because I mean, the second one having a chance at it.
Yeah.
But both where you don't even score a touchdown, that is a huge problem.
Eric, if you'll remember, they had no business being in it in the first place. That little game they played in New Orleans, there was clearly a pass interference, and they didn't call it, and the Rams got gifted into the Super Bowl. That was such BS. It's all right. When they got to the Super Bowl, they got their ass handed to them, so that's fine.
I tell you, that's another thing is that, I mean, I remember that.
Yeah.
And I remember looking at all the different replays, and it's like, where was it? Where did they not see it?
Jalen, there's McVay work, as he was so good. Oh. Anyway, Eric, we got to go. I'll be back Tuesday to look for you. All right?
All right.
Have
a good night.
Night. Steven! Steven.
My bad, Ronbo. I was giving Roman his food right now. Man, I've been waiting for this. That call, I don't know if I could top that call between you and Jalen. I don't know if I can. That was great. If you ever have a highlight reel of like calls, that's got to be like number one. But on another note, man, it's got to be Christmas. For me, it's Christmas. That feels like Christmas. Does it feel like Christmas to you? Because it sure as hell did to me.
Debo Samuel, I'm torn. I want to feel good about it, but at the same time, I feel they went in there and they did what we didn't do, and that bothers me. But I'm glad to see the Chiefs running around. We got 3. We're going for 4. We're gonna be the greatest team in football history for years to come, and maybe for all time. I see. If they start that conversation, I'm gonna have a problem.
I want y'all.
That. Oh. So
I want y'all to remember this. The last time there was ever a dynasty-type team that was on the way to a three-peat, it was the Patriots. A lot of people forget who stopped that team.
Eagles again, yeah.
And it was the Eagles.
Yeah.
It was Carson Wentz and the Eagles. And the Eagles back then were nowhere near as good as the Eagles of today.
Hey, Steven.
It was Carson Wentz and Nick Foles.
Yeah. Carson had already left. Foles came down the stretch, and everybody says, I'm having Nick Foles, man. God. Hey, look out. Nick Foles won that game. Nick Foles won another game. Wow, they're going to the Super Bowl. But when I said to myself, wait a minute, who is that? Because they're disguised as Nick Foles. That's not Nick Foles. And then he went and he beat Brady. Remember that catch he made in the end zone? I forgot who threw the ball to him. But Nick rolls into the end zone and they throw him a pass. Shit, what? What?
Hey, I also want to mention, they asked Nick Sirianni, like, hey, what did you do differently from last year to this year?
Yeah.
Kyle, I hope you were watching that interview because that is the most important thing ever. Nick Sirianni verbatim said, what changed was the fact that I hired an offensive coordinator to help me because I can't do it by myself on the field.
It's been common knowledge for a long time. Sirianni's not doing anything. He's just making good hires. And they give him credit for that, okay. But still, when he didn't make a good hire, they got killed.
He did a damn good job, though, at picking up in the draft. That kid Cooper DeJean is going to be something special.
No, that was Howie. Don't give Sirianni credit for that. That was Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman is the best GM in the NFL. Howie does all that personnel picking. All of it.
Man.
That's how I've been talking about Howie Roseman for the last 3 years. He wins a draft every year. He's going to win free agency coming up in a few weeks, too. Watch and see. Myles Garrett's liable to end up in Philadelphia, which is going to make me lose my mind. Oh, God dang it.
Yeah, but you know what? We could also get Max Crosby. See, this is where the fork in the road comes in. This is where the fork in the road happens right here, Ronbo. You got Max Crosby coming up on free agency. He wants out of Vegas. And you got Myles Garrett, who just said he wanted out of Vegas. Now, we have one or two
Nick
options.
Bosa.
Do we get
I'm
a
sorry.
white man?
Debo.
Go ahead.
No, I said, don't forget about guys asking for trades. Debo.
Tell his fat ass to get on the nearest cargo plane and send his ass somewhere. I don't care. Tell the Browns, hey, we'll give you Debo and a first rounder, or go to Vegas and be like, hey, we want Max Crosby. We'll give you Debo and a first rounder. One of those teams is going to fight.
Debo would go to Vegas?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's his persona right there. That's his whole persona. And it's in the AFC. We're not going to deal with them anyways.
Oh.
So,
yeah, Debo knows. Don't go to the NFC looking for no deal because we'll make one for you.
Here's the thing, too. Like I said, Myles Garrett wants the Super Bowl ring, so does Max Crosby. There are two teams in the NFL that have potential to win in the Super Bowl in the NFC next season, and that's the Eagles again or the Niners. Now, the Niners have two options. You can either trade the house and get Myles Garrett or trade the house and get Max Crosby. Either way, you're trading from an AFC to an NFC team. If you're a smart GM in the AFC, you will go ahead and follow suit and send your best player to the NFC so that way you don't have to face him. My opinion, man, I got to get Myles Garrett. That is the quintessential. That is our Deion Sanders right there. That is the jewel, the crown jewel that'll make that defense pop, And I knew the Eagles were going to win. I just didn't think you were going to put a 40 burger on them. And it felt good watching it. It felt so good. I was watching the Holmes get killed.
And Steven, they did it with Barkley not contributing. If Jalen Hurts plays like that all the time, they can be tough. I didn't know Jalen could play like that. Today, he showed me something.
I was surprised. I was like, wow, he's not doing those stupid-ass plays he usually does. That gets him killed all the time.
Yeah.
But you know what? Get rid of Debo Samuel. Get rid of the first-round draft pick. Go stupid in the trenches. Get who you need to get in the trenches. Hire an offensive coordinator that's worth a damn, that knows what you're thinking. Otherwise, step down, give the position to someone else that's worthy of a head coach, and move on. Because we cannot be wasting more time with this. We got a lot of veteran players that are worth the money, that are running low on their youth and their power. You can't squander this again. If we get Myles Garrett and we take a dump in the Super Bowl or in the NFCCG, Kyle, you got to go, bro. Because if it's you that's calling the plays and not an offensive coordinator, you got to go. We cannot have this happen again.
Steven, what OC would you want calling the plays, though? I mean, this is the thing. Whenever people say kick Kyle to the side, who are you going to replace that OC with, though?
Easy. What the hell is his name? Well, Ben Johnson's already gone.
Yeah, Ben Johnson.
Head coaching job.
Yeah.
What's his name? God damn it, I'm drawing a blank.
Guy went to college.
The cat from Ohio State.
The guy used to play for the Chiefs. He's in college now. Maybe.
Bieniemy. Thank you. Bieniemy. I would love having Bieniemy on there, man. But not only that, too, Ronbo, here's the thing. Last time Eagles beat a dynasty-type team from getting a three-peat, they turned to shit right after. And whatever team they beat on that dynasty, they turned to shit right after.
Yeah.
Ergo, the Patriots. And I guarantee you, Vic Fangio is going to look for a head coaching job, and they're not even going to prioritize him. Bet money.
No, Fangio's already been a head coach.
Bet money.
He's not a head coach. He failed. Didn't he fail twice?
He failed twice, but hey, look what he did this year. He shut down Mahomes to 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
To 2.
You know, in today's NFL, you need an offensive-minded coach, though. Sirianni's smart. He went and got an offensive mind that really is kick-ass. And an offensive line coach is really good. You know, that's. But as far as the coach being, that's why Salah wouldn't fail. You know, Salah's good. I don't know. We're going to find out. But we got to. Anyway, Salah's going to provide what he needs to do next year, so the 49ers can be in position to win. Because I still think Shanahan and running his offense ain't nobody better. I mean, look how many people around the league are running Kyle Shanahan's offense. Damn near everybody.
All I'm going to say is this. I'm going to leave you with this. Robert Saleh coming back to the locker room is great for morale. It's going to boost the ego of the 49ers defense. And let me tell you this, is if he was here when Devondre Campbell was here, I guarantee you there'd be a fist fight between him and that fool.
Yeah, that would have been
guaranteed.
Yeah, that would have been
guaranteed.
That'd have been special. All right, Steve, we got to get back to Rome. He's hungry. I'll see you Tuesday.
I'll see you Tuesday, Ronbo. You have a great night.
You too,
and try not to get into any more fights about McVay. It ain't worth it.
McVay's, he's okay. I'm just not ranking him so high. That's not. I gotta look down the chart and see which coach really is number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And McVay's probably up there, but 1, no. All right, night, Steven.
I think he's 3. Good night, Ronbo.
I'll give him that. All right, night, man. Hey, yo, Smooth.
What's happening?
Man, I'm telling you, man, it's such a good thing. I mean, it's a good thing. You know, Smooth, we're torn because I don't really love the Eagles, and I sure as hell don't love the Chiefs. But given my druthers, don't let the Chiefs win 3. So that's what it was. Now we can go back to let's beat the Chiefs, and we got to beat the Eagles. Smooth, the Eagles have built that team. If they keep the coordinators, they're going to be hella tough next year. That means that Jalen will have the same offensive coordinator 2 years in a row. That could be problematic.
Oh yeah, Jalen did his thing, and he's all those.
He looked better than I've seen him ever look. Yeah.
All those haters, he just stayed composed, and
he always does.
Then all outside noise, he's all right, I'll show you. And at the end, he was very professional. He didn't say, "I told you so."
I know, right?
Very professional.
Jalen is cool. The dude is cool as the other side of the pillow, man. He really is.
Hey, he was a cold assassin, bro. Killers don't talk; they go out and show, and he showed.
And he didn't need Barkley as much as I thought he would.
What I tell you what the score was going to be? I said 28-14. I was just being nice. I know it's going to be.
Did you know it's going to be something like this?
I'm like, damn, man. And you know what? You know it's a copycat league, right? So,
Mahomes and the defensive.
I don't think Kansas City can't. They're in trouble.
But you got to have the horses to mount that kind of defensive attack, though. If you ain't got them, which is I don't know.
They showing you have to build within the inside in the trenches, bro, on both sides of the line. They showed that man. They left them one dimensional. They couldn't run. They couldn't do nothing.
I know Mahomes, they could not run.
Mahomes had a backflash at the Tampa Bay Super Bowl when they got blown out when they only had 9 points.
It's Smooth. Did you see that last when they stripped that ball out of his head? Mahomes' arm, I know his shoulder still got to be hurting. They had his arm all the way stretched out, and they took the ball out of the back of his hands. Another dude was had his body trying to tackle him, so he got jerked in 2 different directions.
Oh, man.
And the dude hit him in the face. There they showed that play out. The dude hit him in the face mask as he went down. Mahomes got abused like I've never seen a refs allow. Oh.
I thought it was like the old man game back in the 80s when the stretcher used to come on, an ambulance would come on and grab you.
Now they got at least they drive you off now. They put you on the back of the wagon and drive off. Man. That looks just as scary.
Hey, Mahomes though, man, he was like, what's gonna go? He gonna be tight though. I like him. The rookie. that we put out, that receiver.
Worthy.
Yeah. That boy got wheels. You see
Everybody knew that, though.
He split those two. Oh man, I was like, damn.
The Bills are the
bro.
reason why the Chiefs even got him in the first place. What were they thinking? And they needed a wide receiver too.
My cousin like, man, they should have been going to him. I said, bro, they had backups in, man.
Yeah, I know. At the end of the game, yeah, that was the Eagles had chilled out.
It wasn't number scraps.
I mean, they knew they weren't getting no 40 plus points in a couple of minutes.
Man, hey, bro, I knew the Eagles would go win, man. Like I said 28-14, but bro, I know it's gonna be like that 40 burger. I was like, damn.
Ooh, that was nasty. To see him get beat,
and you know what?
Like that. Oh,
but that's what we need. And we had that in this draft. The draft is, I'm telling you, man, the draft is deep at linebacker, DN, pass rusher, and on the offensive side of the ball. So we have a good draft like we did last year. Man, we back in there, man. We're going to be right back.
I wonder what
with Gus Bradley too. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, they have the eye for the right guys. They're going to fit in this defense.
Oh man.
But what position?
I can hear. Oh, I told you, bro. I want some more James, that linebacker. If we lose Greenlaw,
and we might.
If not, yeah.
And also, you know, I really worry about. I love Dre, but he might get hurt because Dre seems to be a little fragile these days.
Yeah. I think we're gonna push for that. I think Solid is because they're pushing so hard to keep Dre Greenlaw. So if we lose him, he's the only one that fit that, man. I mean, that's him. I'm telling you, if not him, I have to go. We probably go edge rusher. If we don't get Garrett, or Max from the Raiders.
Expensive, yeah.
Now they're saying Miles looking at Buffalo, but they ain't gonna trade him to no AFC team. And he's saying Washington Commanders. So, hey,
see.
But
I can see that because Washington's got all kind of money. They got all kind of upside, and they're a team on the move. They're gonna be tough next year.
But Ronbo, it's not a. But Ronbo, what he's saying, it's not about. See, he have to make up his mind, man. Because one thing, I want to go win the Super Bowl. I've been with this organization for long, and now they rebuild it. I want to go somewhere I can win the Super Bowl.
Oh, I see. Washington's still kind of rebuild mode? Last year might have been a fluke.
Washington, they have a couple more pieces, bro. And they did. I said about 3 more pieces they did. But I'm saying, if he's saying he didn't mention nothing about no money, he said he want a ring before he retired and he want to go to champion. And I'm telling you, when the Niners are fully healthy, we are the number one best team in the NFC.
Yeah.
Hands down. And about the other caller talking about the Rams and McVay, bruh, stop it, bruh. I'm going to say like Stephen F. Smith, stay off the weed or something. You drinking something, bruh.
I mean, McVay.
Don't even listen to that, Ronbo. Man, don't get your blood pressure up over that, bruh. Just real Niner OGs, we already know the real, bruh.
I mean,
the youngsters and all them, bandwagons, man, come on, bruh.
Yeah, God.
Come on.
And then they
he forgot who his teacher was, huh?
Thank you. God.
And his teacher after that, Shanahan Sr. When he was with the Redskins
in the first place.
Don't get me started with the history. Don't get me started with the history.
I know.
Stop it.
Fine.
Stop it.
Just beat his ass next year.
Everybody except for the great-grandmother running the 49er system across the league. Come on, bro.
Know. And we can't keep
everywhere you look. Huh? Go ahead.
I was going to say, we can't keep a coordinator. You know, all our coordinators are so damn good. They end up leaving every year because Kyle gives permission. Spagnolia's been over in Kansas City for how many? A decade or two? God. So
you have 25 teams. You have 25 teams in the NFL running the West Coast in different formations of what Charles Shanahan is when it was under Shanahan.
Right. And what do they call it? They call it Shanahan's offense. They don't call it McVay's offense.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that.
No.
Oh, don't get me started on that anymore.
If he go talk to McVay right now, McVay give all the credit to Shanahan and the Shanahans. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be where I am right now.
You know, anyway, Smooth, always a pleasure. I'm gonna tell you what, I'll be back Tuesday, and let's see what's going on. Something's gonna be going on between now and Tuesday, and you know this.
I've been in the house. I'm still to track my a little bit of my cognac. I can sip a little of that every now and then.
You do that yak.
I ain't gonna give the Eagles too much credit. I ain't gonna give the Eagles too much credit only for this Super Bowl. But now they ain't shit just like the rest of them. So I'm out. Bang, bang, Niners game. I'll see you Tuesday. All right.
Looking forward to it. Night, fam.
415. I'm out. All right.
Oh, God. Oh, AAA era now.
Oh, Ronbo. How about them Chiefs?
I tell you.
They got crushed.
And there was a moment when I actually felt sorry. When they had Patrick taking that ball out of his hands that last quarter and had him all stretched out, I said, I felt that had to hurt. I mean, I don't hate him. He's doing what he's supposed to do, but my God, Patrick, I got to tell you, it's good to see you guys didn't get that 3, because I'm telling you right now, the rest of the world would have been hard to live in the same world, because the Chiefs would own the world, and everybody else is just part of the kingdom. Ugh. But anyway, your feelings on this game? Super Bowl 59.
Yeah. I mean, man, like, if we want to talk one thing about the Eagles, is their D-line was coming tonight. I mean, my God.
And the Chiefs supposedly have a decent offensive line, from what I understand. But you didn't see it tonight. Whew. Pow, bam.
Yeah, and I mean, and I said to myself that I hope John Lynch just watches that. You can never have enough D-line.
We were always were thinking the same thing. But see, now you're not going to get an offensive lineman in the first round. You know that, don't you? They're going to find the meanest. The guy they draft this year, he's going to be back in a cage. And they're going to roll the cage out to the front, throw him raw meat. The commissioner is going to hand him his jersey on the end of a stick. The dude is just crazy out of his mind. Even his teammates are scared of him. That's the kind of guy we're looking forward to play our defensive line.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see? There was that movie. These guys were in jail. And they rolled that one dude out on the field. They didn't open the cage until he was playing games. That's the kind of player I want. What was that? That wasn't North Dallas 40. What was that? Anyway, yeah, that's the kind of guy I want. But anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Phil.
So,
the longest yard?
Longest yard. Thank you, Ellis. That's where that animal was, the longest yard. Rolled him out there in the cage, opened the door, and ran away before he came out. Who thought of that? I loved it. Go ahead, fam.
But I mean, yeah, like I didn't expect this beat down from the Eagles, but man, like, I mean,
Chiefs were favored.
Yeah, and the last caller saying that McVay is better than Shanahan. I don't know about that, because if you think about it, like when McVay came in as the head coach, like the Rams team was
already stuck.
It has like come on.
And then they start buying a piece here, a piece there, and then they just went buck wild after they got frustrated and went ahead and got Stafford. I mean, they had OBJ out there, Jalen Ramsey. They just went and got everybody they could find. Okay, well, you know what? Okay, good. If that's what it takes. And they barely they shouldn't have beat the 49ers that day. We had that game under control.
Yeah.
And he's got away. I'm not giving him no dominating credit. Losing every year except for one or two.
And also in 2019 when like when we was becoming like good, like I didn't expect us to be in the Super Bowl, being that good in 2019. So
I agree. I didn't think they were going to the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah.
I remember saying that year, guys, this team's too young to go to the Super Bowl. They need some more polish, man. Come on, man. And then they went.
Yeah, like that team was young. Like Bosa was a rookie. Debo was a rookie.
Debo's a rookie.
Trey Greenlaw was a rookie.
Was Greenlaw on that team? I don't think. Anyway, we had Mostert.
Yeah.
And I think the other running back, did he get hurt? Anyway, we had Mostert and I forgot the other guy's name. Mostert was the offense. And Debo, Kyle messed up there.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle should have went to Debo because they couldn't do a damn thing with Debo because they didn't know anything about him that year.
No.
So that's where that was a mistake. I will agree to that. And he wouldn't run the ball. Mostert was pissed off about that. He's still pissed off about that. So,
Yeah, and speaking of Debo, I think he requested a trade. So, like when the Niners first drafted Debo, like he was my draft crush, but hey, I know
Debo was good
business,
though.
so.
It's okay to like Debo.
Oh,
Debo was a badass when he first came.
Yeah.
Debo he got paid like everybody else does, and man, I've been working hard for this bag, man. I'll be back, man. I'm gonna go shop and get me something nice for myself, And when I get back, make sure give me that mixing bowl of macaroni and cheese. Don't give me no small serving. All right, I'll be back a bit. Debo, this is not the attitude,
man,
of a serious football player. What are you doing? Oh,
I know, right? But man, like if we can get something back for Debo, maybe like a second-round pick or third.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Then, I'll be happy.
A second-round pick, I'd take that. Because you ain't getting in the bed. Nobody gets any first-round picks anymore unless it's really special. Like Myles Garrett, I'll give him first Myles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think his dead cap is kind of like his dead cap is like $31 million. So
ooh, is it that much?
I don't know if there.
No, I know there is a dead cap. Even if we trade him, it's going to hurt us. Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that Tuesday. AAA, fam, it's been a crazy year. I'll see you Tuesday.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Thanks, fam. Yo, Lorenzo, and beautiful New Mexico.
How'd you know, Ronbo? What's up? It is beautiful out this way.
You just woke up, didn't you? You didn't watch the Super Bowl, did you? Some people said they weren't going to watch it. Did you?
I just been getting high as fuck since the game. Listen, everybody.
That's the same thing. You didn't watch it.
Fucking bitch and moan again. Goddamn Niners fans. What the fuck? How do you turn a fucking an analysis of the Super Bowl into a vendetta against fucking Shanahan?
I know.
What the fuck?
I saw that coming, but I just wasn't ready for it at that moment. I mean, they're gonna everybody.
But as far as the game, fuck, and I figured that about the start of the second quarter, I was like, fucking Eagles are gonna crush him. You know why?
Did you see that coming? I didn't see that. Boy, I said, what? After the first quarter, I started to believe.
When they were up 17-0.
Yes.
And then I seen Nick Fangio, and I said, oh, yeah, I forgot Nick Fangio was the fucking defensive coordinator. Remember when we had that defense in 2012? Was it 2011? Through that era, with
But Lorenzo, do you know Fangio he's never beaten the Chiefs up until today?
Yeah, but I told my girl, I said, you watch them tighten up. They're going to kick their ass worse in the second half. You watch, because if you let Nick Fangio do that in the first half to you, you know the second half, you're going to get your ass kicked, you know?
And the offense went off. I mean, the Eagles had all cylinders popping today.
Yeah, I thought Saquon was going to do more, but I mean, shit, the Chiefs did good on him, you know?
Yeah. I knew that was going to be the
plan. Defense, I mean, fuck, look how much, what the defense, what they fucking score, pick six. How many sacks? 6 sacks?
Yeah, it was
three
6,
and
right?
out, 3 and out,
Yeah.
3 and out. I mean, damn,
you
just
gotta give the defense love. That's true. They were actually just as important as the offense. They did a number on the Chiefs. That's right. When you think about it.
How many picks did they get?
6,
and the
5 or
turnover.
6.
Yeah, how many turnovers? Yeah. They just the defense won that game right there. I mean,
it's always the way.
I mean, the offense helped out, but but the defense. Yeah, when I saw Fangio in the booth second quarter when they showed him, I thought, oh yeah, I forgot he's their coordinator. Look what he did with Chicago. He was top 5, right? With us, he was top. We were number 1 defense.
You know,
he went to the.
Oh, they keep showing that last hit against Mahomes. They took the ball out of his hand and damn near broke his neck. Ooh, that was scary. Lorenzo, you're right though. The defense every year in the Super Bowl. That Kansas City defense did that to us last year. We couldn't 3 for 13. On conversions. 13.
Yeah, so defensive coordinator.
Field.
Yeah, because the DC makes a big difference. You know, let's hope Salah works out. You know, I mean, I'm sure he will. You know?
Yeah, he will. No, Salah. That's what he does.
Because he brought that other guy in too with
Bradley.
him.
Well,
the guy that originated. Yeah,
so that's a team.
And just get him. You know, even without Garrett, we'll be good. You know.
Yeah, I know that's true. That is a good point. Because the way Fangio lines things, I mean, the way Salah and Bradley are going to get together and make that defense work. Everybody's going to be good.
Yeah, because you're going to have a fresh new crew, whoever it is, you know. Kind of hard to say at this time of year, you know. But what we have is not bad. You know, losing Debo.
You just can't lose Nick Bosa, Fred Warner. There's some essential parts out there you better not lose to injury. But otherwise, they're going to be tough.
But Debo's usually been hurt anyway or overweight, you know. I mean, he does good. I mean, you know, he's good. He's you know, he's a missing piece. But
wait, who'd you say is
overweight?
We're
not going to miss him.
Who'd you say is overweight?
You know what's that?
You said who's overweight?
A couple times. He's Debo.
Oh no, yeah. No,
Debo, a couple times, and if he's in shape, then he drops the damn ball. You know what the hell? I mean, he cost us about 3 games, I bet you, where he was wide open, hitting stride, drops it.
Debo.
And we end up losing. You know,
even with his bread and butter play, Lorenzo against the Rams, Debo slant across the middle, the ball's there. All he has to do is keep running, he'll run right into it. He dropped it.
And how many other ones throughout the season? Start of the season, how many he dropped?
Oh, I know. But that would piss me off the worst because that's his play. Yeah, that's the one.
I don't really feel either way about him, you know. Yeah, I don't hate on him. You know, I'm like, hey, he fucking sucks. You know, I mean, he helped us out a few times, you know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he's. I think he's expendable. You know.
Yeah, no, Debo can. Yeah, he can say goodnight. But because his heart ain't in it anymore. I need that Debo before he got paid. Debo. This one is. I don't know who this one is.
Yeah, let's just hope Ayuk comes back willing to prove something. You know. He's had a year to think about it, you know?
Yeah.
So, and other than that, I think we're all right. You know, we'll pick up some pieces. You never know.
I think Ricky Pearsall's going to surprise us, Lorenzo. I want to see more of him. He started off the season not well because he's laying up hurt and shot and everything else. No preseason work or anything like that. But let me see him in a normal situation. I want to see what he looks like in the first few weeks of the season.
Yeah, with the good preseason and all that.
Yeah, and some preseason game warm up and stuff like that.
Training camp.
Yeah.
But he's tough, isn't he? Yeah. I thought he did good. I was excited. I like to watch him play, you know.
I think he might be one of the dudes. We'll find out.
Yeah, because he'll get the ball. He's not scared. He's not scared to go up and get it.
No,
and
that's the thing. That's what I'm worried about. Good. Don't get hurt though, Ricky. Just make the play,
and
please.
Cowan, see what he does. And if we have the three backs, we don't know about Mason yet, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of tough to say, but if we get that rookie and McCaffrey, we should be all right.
And they might not feel like arguing with nobody about Mace. We go. Hey, Lorenzo, let me see you Tuesday, fam. Looking forward to seeing what's going on between now and then. All right.
All right. Yeah, we can start talking shit again. New season after tomorrow.
Season's over. Yeah.
All right. Good night. Good day. Later. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Michael. Come on in, Michael. The father of the lucky lady.
The lucky winner tonight. What a blowout. Imagine that.
I did not.
What a blowout, huh?
I did not see that coming. And Mahomes throwing into them picks. I said, who is that disguised as Patrick Holmes with all the bad shots?
Oh, yeah. I was happy. Oh, yeah. And I did email you too, Ronbo. She sent you an email.
Okay.
Nikita sent you an email. Yeah, she got it.
I'll go get that.
Yeah.
No, Brian, do the same. And just mention in the note, it's me, 49 Brian, if you got another name besides Brian.
No. Yep. He was happy. But one thing, like I got to say, Niner fans, just think we got to do what Nikita did, beat Mahomes, man. That's what we got to start doing. Because if we don't, it's going to look bad. So we know we got to watch how the Eagles beat them tonight and do the same thing.
That's how we got to do it. But you know what, Michael? Tony Nagatani put it too. Yep. Now the 2024 Seahawks, my birds. This Patrick Mahomes team would have got beat by the 2020 49ers. It would have.
Now I can see this. Now, Ronbo, I can see this happen. Now, if Kelsey does retire, don't be surprised if they don't try to go after that Penn State tight end, the Chiefs, somehow.
Is he really good? Is he Kelsey good?
Well, is he one of the top best tight ends in this year's draft? Who's the best tight end?
I don't know. I've not been paying a lot of attention. I always wait for everybody else's input on that.
Who's the best rookie tight end that's coming out in this draft?
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. If you got
Mahomes,
Mahomes,
they don't get to pick until 31, though.
Yeah, but they can move up with that, and they can package something. You never know with the Chiefs. You don't know what the Chiefs. Oh, yeah. You don't know what these Chiefs are. Anybody can move up. They can package something. If they need a tight end. I mean, it depends. If Kelsey stays, then okay. If they doesn't, they could do something. Or
you know what, though? They might have to start picking up new players. They may not have the luxury anymore of just wasting picks.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
They need a better running back. And then running back.
Yeah, that's real serious, ain't it? They might buy that with
and the receiver looks like the receiver stunk tonight, boy. Only one that did good is the rookie from this year. That's the only guy that did good.
But
I mean, Hopkins, he's washed up.
I mean, Diop of all people. That's the premier wide receiver of the NFL for years, and he dropped a wide open, uncontested pass. Oh my God!
Even Hollywood Brown did the same thing too. Hollywood Brown did the same thing too.
Wide open passes. Poor Patrick. I felt a little sorry for him at some point.
Yeah.
There should have been a flag on that play. Interference. Eagle took out the wide receiver. I didn't see that the first time. But the refs weren't helping him tonight. Not at all.
No.
Patrick got mutilated more than once. And they didn't move.
Maybe somebody said something. We don't know.
Oh, lots of teams have been complaining. Hey, remember, against the Texans that play, nobody's ever going to forget that. Patrick's laying on the ground below two Texans that bang into each other, and they throw the flag. I said, oh, you sons of God. Oh, would you please stop helping them out every chance they get? And that may have been what the case was today. That's okay. Let's pump
now the Chiefs. I wonder if the Chiefs are going to have the same kind of hangover like the 49ers next year.
Maybe.
You never know.
Because they look. And because some of the will is gone, too. That'll take all your wind out of your sail, too.
If they lose Kelsey, if they lose some of these other free agents, they could start, whoever's free agent for Kansas City, a lot of teams are starting to, you can see a lot of teams like the Rams, if they, Cooper Kupp goes and Stafford goes.
Hey, You know what? You just gave Cooper Kupp his home.
Debo goes to the Raiders, maybe. And maybe Debo goes to the Raiders.
No, that's where Kupp's going. He's going to Kansas City.
To the Raiders?
No.
I bet your Kupp is going to go to Kansas City. Watch it, guys. Yeah. You're going to see Kupp there. You watch.
That's where he goes. I think so.
Kupp will go there. And if there's a tight end out there that's good, he might want to go to Kansas City.
What will the Chiefs give up?
Find out. There's a
the Chiefs got to give something up
wherever.
to the Rams.
I mean, well, the Chiefs could give. What did they give? Maybe a second round. He's worth a second or third round. Kupp.
But Kupp, what do
you think?
You think the Rams are expecting that high of a pick? If you get a third round pick for Kupp, I think you'd be doing well.
Yeah, I mean the Rams shouldn't matter.
Kupp stays hurt though. The Rams are still trying to build that team though. They got some more
pick up another receiver. There's a lot of receivers. This is a strong receiving class, so maybe the Rams could find one. There's a lot of receivers, you know.
No, I know.
Hey, look at Puka. They found Puka later on. Look, they might find another guy like Puka. You don't know.
The fourth or fifth round too.
Well, yep. Look at how far he fell then. I mean, Debo fell late too, but still, Debo's going to go. Debo's going to the Raiders.
No, Debo's second round pick.
Stafford.
But,
if Stafford decides they want to trade him, I don't know. Everybody, who do you think? If the Rams going to trade Stafford, which team do you think will take him?
There'll be a few teams, but here's the thing. You know, they're waiting to see what Brock gets paid. If Brock gets paid anywhere near 55, Stafford's going to think he should get more, right? That's where the issue is going to be. The Rams can't afford that. They're trying to build a team.
If I was Stafford, I'd go to I don't know which team. I mean, who else? That's a good question. Go to Seattle? No, I don't want him in the same division.
No. We want the AFC. Let him go to the AFC.
Send him to Tennessee. Send him to Indianapolis.
I think you just said it. I think Tennessee, if he doesn't mind playing there, I don't know if Stafford wants to go back in that kind of situation.
Where's he from? Where's Matthew Stafford from? Where's he born and raised? Was he from Atlanta, Georgia? Where's he from?
I don't know where Stafford's from.
Because then maybe he might want to go back. You know, I think it was. I don't know. It's a good question. Rams fans, you should know that answer.
Yeah, I don't know Stafford's from.
But I think Tennessee might be. And Cooper Kupp will go to the Chiefs.
Kupp may
Debo go to the Raiders.
It might be a combo deal. Maybe Kupp and Stafford end up in Tennessee.
Maybe, or maybe to the Raiders. You don't know. You don't know what. You don't know.
No, the Raiders probably are looking for a younger quarterback. I can't imagine them going for Stafford.
Maybe they'll get Rodgers and draft one. Get Aaron Rodgers and draft one. And groom him. There you go.
You know what? Aaron's torn his ass with most GMs. Would you bring Rodgers to your team?
I wouldn't want to bring the Debo, and I think I look at the record, the track record.
No, because Rodgers.
Let's go back to Green Bay. Let's go back to Green Bay.
Let's go back to Green Bay. Yeah, I mean, God, no, Aaron's a problem child.
He's worse than a female. Oh, he is. He's worse than a kid, man. Just give him a lot. He's worse than a 5-year-old. No, he is. That's how bad he is.
I know. I'm not bringing that.
He's a crybaby. No. Now, Devontae Adams, he decides to have to play for the 49ers. If we trade Debo, let's go. Let's bring Devontae Adams in.
Wait,
I wouldn't mind.
Trade Debo for who? Wait, you said trade Debo for who?
No, if Debo goes, we trade Debo to the for the Raiders, let's pick up Devontae Adams. He wants to play for us. He's from Fresno.
Yeah. But I'd rather have Crosby. Yeah. See, because Devontae is another. He's got some diva too. I don't feel like hearing him moaning and groaning about he ain't getting enough touches.
My sleeper.
Who?
You know who my sleeper? Higgins from Cincinnati.
Oh, I'll take T. Yeah, I'll take T though. Oh yeah.
I take T Higgins in a heartbeat. Let him come to San Francisco.
We ain't getting him. We gotta go though. Hey, Michael, I'll see you Tuesday.
See you Tuesday. We're having a celebration here tonight. Tomorrow we're gonna be partying.
All right, yeah, you deserve it. All right.
Thank you so much. Yeah. All right, buddy. Have a good night, Rumble.
Night, fam. Yeah, man. T. Higgins. There was some joke about that recently about T. Higgins. T. Higgins ain't coming, but what an idea. Big, long T. I'll never forget how he abused Jalen Ramsey when the Rams were playing that time. Just took Jalen and took he took Jalen's face and throwed him in the dirt. I couldn't stop laughing. I said, that was Jalen damn Ramsey. Ellis. Ellis.
Oh.
Ellis. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ellis, share with us, man.
Your
man. Thoughts on this Super Bowl that we finally watched the Chiefs get took down to their knees.
Yeah, man. It was pure bliss.
Mm-hmm.
It was pure bliss, man. I enjoyed it. I watched the second half. I didn't watch the whole game, but
I missed part of the first quarter.
Score.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was just glancing by. That's why I didn't set up for it because watching them. We're supposed to be there. That's why I call this angry 49er fans. Congratulations, Eagles. Yeah, dang. Shit.
Yeah. Well, shit. I'm glad they won. I'd rather them win than the Queeks win, man. So
Agreed.
that was I'll take it. I'll take it.
Oh man,
it was,
you see Patrick and company
it was
talking
exciting
shit
to see
right
Patrick getting smashed, getting his ass smashed and hit all game. It was a beautiful thing, man. He wiggled away a couple of times or whatever, but he was getting his ass hit most of the game. He got sacked 5 times, and I think it was in the third quarter, and they hadn't even blitzed. The Eagles hadn't even blitzed yet.
That's
he
why
still
he got
sacked 5 times.
Yeah.
But they didn't even blitz, and they sacked his ass 5 times.
Four. Yeah.
That's what was crazy. I was like, damn. So yeah, they built it. Look, like I said, man, they got that boy Davis from Georgia.
You gotta get some Bulldogs. If you go draft,
they got 2. They got like 3 Bulldogs on the defense, and then Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. Like they cleaned up in the draft, man.
Howie,
they're doing we had access to Cooper DeJean. We had access to a lot of these guys.
I remember you mentioning him too.
It's like. Yeah, man. There's a lot of guys. So the Eagles do well in drafting and picking up players, and so they made it happen. And Saquon was the missing link. I kind of don't.
Giants.
I'm not happy that. Yeah, I'm not excited that Garner Johnson was able to get a ring. You see, notice how he bounced from the Detroit after we beat them, and then he bounced to the Eagles, and then he got a fucking ring. I'm like,
he's still talking to me. Every time I look up at the TV, he's over there talking. So this is like really annoying. I agree.
But yeah, man, they deserve to to win, man. I didn't.
Got to give it to them, even if CJ is on the team.
The script wasn't going to work, man. It was too much that got out on them, and they was talking about the referees going out and, getting caught in Vegas and all this other little shit that was going on. And they was like, hey, man, we got to blow this shit up. Ain't no more handouts. We gave y'all 15-2 season, and the train stops here.
Because they abused Mahomes several different times. Else, you see that face mask. He took Mahomes' face and tried to shove it in the back of his head. And the ref didn't, and if that had been us, there'd have been flags have been all over the field. They didn't. They let that stuff go.
Right. Yeah, man. That was a real good feeling, man. That game. And to the news with Debo though, it's kind of crazy. What's sad is that there's so much money that we still
owe Debo.
That we're hung up with. I think it's like $30 million, but we could be on the hook for like 15 or I don't remember the particulars specifically, but
we got to pay.
So it's like that just what his value was, which was like maybe a 4th or 5th round pick if we were lucky, turns to like a 5th or 6th, round pick at best, considering his contract.
Yeah.
Yes. So the other team wins, we lose. We get shafted either which way. So we don't benefit unless we got somebody that's, going to decide to be generous and at least, give us a 4th round pick maybe, for him, or we can do a player swap, like Debo and maybe I would say a future 1st round. I wouldn't give up this year's 1st round. I was the Myles Garrett thing. I would do a future 1st round, and I would do Debo Samuel, and maybe like a future 3rd. But I'm not giving them shit for this year. So but the Browns, I don't think would accept that. Because they'll probably want something right now, so they can start.
Well, they'll get better
their
offers,
rebuild because
they're.
And that. There's that too. You know what I mean? So.
But we're gonna find out about Myles. At the end, I got a feeling Myles ain't going nowhere, but still, we'll see.
Yeah, it's a little bittersweet, the Debo thing. I hope we can, get something for him. I just, guys always start balling out when they leave. At least most of the time when it comes to us. He had two solid years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't look forward to that, but shout out to him and whatever he's able to continue to do on it.
That's fine.
Somebody might be willing to use him a little better.
I
see what Kyle was doing.
What?
I'm just saying, you see what Kyle was doing, how he's switching up his usage and just
Debo,
not
kind of phasing him out is what he was doing.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's not really
surprise
a benefit for Debo, and it kind of just it didn't benefit the team either. So I don't know. Kyle's he's Mr. Self-Destructive.
But the thing is, JJ was just showing out. So you know what? If I'm Kyle, if I'm an assistant or anything, listen. We need to work Juwan a little heavier, okay? I know you're thinking about your boy Debo, but listen, that is not an ordinary receiver out there. Get him the damn ball.
Yeah.
And Kyle
listen, keep Juwan Jennings. They need to go ahead and re-sign. If Debo's gone, oh, yeah. No, yeah, throughout the season. Yeah, no, but look, I would extend Juwan, I mean,
don't wait.
There's certain players, man, that you will never get that kind of grit, that kind of playmaking ability, that kind of heart, the grit, the way he blocks, to the end of the whistle, how he puts himself in situations offensively, it's like he's ready to put it on the line.
He is.
There's guys that are scared as hell that won't do anything that Juwan Jennings does ever. They'll never even get to that place, and he's already there before he got paid.
I mean,
I would keep
receivers
him,
that would do that, and that got his ability. You can count them on one hand. Nobody busting ass like that on blocking and carrying on like he does. BA is overpaid. That is the man who needs to get his money. And I love BA. I think he's great. But I don't know if he should be paid more than Juwan Jennings. Juwan Jennings, my dude these days. My God, he's good.
Yeah,
definitely. We got to go, though, fam. Hey, I'll be looking for you Tuesday. And, boy, there's going to be some drama between now and Tuesday. When is the combine? Anyway, we'll see. Because they're going to be at the combine.
Hey, Bo, I'm coaching basketball, man. Both my teams are 4-0 right now. They've been having to cut the scoreboard off every game for Z's team, and I got Josh, Ijani, and Amaya on the same team. They've been having to cut the scoreboard off because we're running it up on them. We doing dirt this year, man, in a real way, in a good way.
Keep on doing that thing.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you as always.
Thank you,
man.
Appreciate you.
They love it, man. Yeah, man. It feels good. Parents is really, acknowledging the success and what I'm able to do, and mentoring these kids, and it's looking real nice, man. So God is good.
Service award, bro. All right.
man. Appreciate you, fam. Shout out to Faithful, man. Hit that like and subscribe. Shout out production. Shout out Tony Tone, Dragon family, Frank, Donna, Tanisha. Shout out Casey. Shout out Show. Shout out Emilio Bethel. And, all the family, man. Shout out to chat. Y'all keep it litty.
Except for you, Jim Everett, with them trash takes you be putting up. All right. Night, fam. See you Tuesday.
All right, fam.
Ooh, Hey, wait. Time out. I do that every time. It's almost out. Is that Steven? Steven, come on in, man. Watch Steven coming in. We're doing a Kendrick Lamar. Hey, Steven. Steven. All right, let's go get Nigel. Hey, yo, Nigel.
Hey, Rumble.
Hey, there you are.
Can you do me after? I'm about to brush my teeth.
I guess it is time for bed, isn't it? All right. Oh, wait. I'll be back in a minute. All right. Wait, everybody. Swifty's unhinged. Vader!
What's up, Ronbo? What's up? What's going on?
Vader, man, we're sitting here watching the dust settle, and look what happened. Vader, I didn't see that coming.
Yes, sir.
Anybody would have told me yesterday, man, and people did tell me. I said, come on, man. I mean, the Eagles did a good job, but if Barkley gets loose, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I've told you, Spagnuolo's going to stop Barkley, and he did. But Jalen Hurts came to, Jalen came
man,
alive.
he ripped them a new one.
I ain't seen him look like that.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to remember last time Jalen Hurts looked that good.
So, when they threw that first flag, and the crowd was in an uproar and everybody was upset, he said, oh, no, this is going to be a legitimate game. So, so it was beautiful to be, man, only if we were able to play with those same refs that didn't throw flags like that. What kind of difference we would have made, man. We could have been able to put up a 40-burger.
Well, they even cheated the Chiefs just a little bit. I mean, I was kind of shocked. That was clearly roughing the passer. On that one, he shoved, got Mahomes' face mask and shoved it.
No. That was no, sir. That was not roughing the passer because the ball was already out of his hands. So he becomes a defender, sir.
No. I'm just saying.
Even
before
Tom Brady had to say that too. He had to eat it. Yeah, that was that when they sandwiched him, when they killed him. And you know what that was, right?
The face.
You know that right?
What? Go ahead. The what?
No. But you see when he got whacked that way, you seen the flashes of what Fangio was running, man. That was Tampa 2 all day, every day.
I know, right?
And he just crumbled. He has been exposed, and I think Rev said it the best, man. I mean, that whole organization. Wow, that's sad, brother. For a game that I love, and for it to come out the way it did, because they are honestly, in reality, they only scored the 6 points. They missed the 2-point conversion.
I know,
so they scored a total of 14 points. The last
touchdown that he threw, they already had their scrubs in there.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
They got
Those garbage
beat.
points, and that happens. But
I didn't notice that at first. I didn't notice that, and then I started seeing them all celebrating on the bench, and I go, "Wait a minute, why are the starters not in?" And then when I seen Pickett go in, I said, "Oh, that's it. Yeah, game was over." Bro.
It was like the NBA.
But,
you see all the starters sitting down, and the third strings out there, and they're just playing sloppy. And look at this. They're sitting down in the Super Bowl. Fam, there's never sitting down in the Super Bowl because you blow a team out in the fourth quarter. What? Oh my God.
Exactly. They got everything they deserve today, dude. Everything they deserve the last 4 or 5 years. This ain't talking about just this year, man. I mean, people went back, brother, and Patrick looked awful, and he's going to remain that way. So at least we don't have to worry about them anymore because they got figured out.
Okay,
as long as we have a clean game, he will lose.
They got to rest. Vader, they're overworked. I was wondering how they were going to pull this off. They've been in the 5 years. Have they been at this particular point? They're tired.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. If we just could have got them this year rather than last year, they still had a little juice left. And we were starting to run out of gas, too. So, they would still get beat today.
I mean, I don't even look at this year because we just had so many different anomalies. And then, we've got, again, before I go on to anything else, real quick, hey, shout out to Vic Fangio, man, and running that Tampa 2, man, because he smoked them, brother. He smoked them. I mean, that front four was just something that we're used to seeing on the Niners side of the ball.
Bam, boom.
And we're going to bring that back this year coming up. Yeah, we're going to bring that up coming this year. But going back to the Niners, brother, with everything that's transpiring and everything that's going on, it's just, man, it was crazy to learn about Debo. But the way it's going down, it's like, wait a minute. It's just, I'm kind of confused because we did the exit interview, when was it? End of December, right? Beginning of January? And now, I wait for Shifty or I wait for Lombardi to give me news. Everybody else,
I know
I don't worry about what they
inside.
I go to the source, bro. I'd rather go. And then for them to say, oh, he already talked about this during his exit interview, that he wanted to be traded. And we didn't hear nothing until now.
Oh, well,
you know what I mean? And the reason why I'm bringing this up is like, how much more time are we going to be punished because we're just so smart? We're being punished right now because we're smart. We got a quarterback in the last pick of the draft, and for some crazy reason, the whole NFL is against us because that's not the norm.
Yeah.
No, no way we're going to give him $50 million. We're not.
Yeah.
What is it to you?
No,
no, he's not worth it. I'm not even asking your opinion, bro.
I know.
You know what I mean? You need to step off. What, because he wasn't number one draft? Because he wasn't following the NFL Shield and their standards? I go, look what happens when you follow the NFL Shield and their standards. You had a team for the last 5 years cheating their way to the top. And look at the way they got blown out with the cheating stopped.
And people like to push back against that. I'm just saying, people push back against the cheating part. But I'll be damned if the offensive line of the Chiefs in 2020, they weren't that good. And the 49ers defensive line was number one in the league. And you're not calling holding all frigging day. And we're watching Nick Bosa get wrestled down to the dirt with chokeholds on him. Eric Armstead, same thing. I said, they're not going to call that. They're not going to call that.
Yeah, okay. but what kind of put the nail in the coffin, bro, was when they played against the Texans. And for me, it was. And I had strangers that really don't know football too much.
That was outrageous.
And they were going, what the hell was that?
Oh,
I don't even follow football, and we all know that was blatant. I mean, why did the Chiefs get a go? That needs to be investigated. I go, it doesn't work like that. Once you get the win, you get the win. Then you got to move forward. I had to explain to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fine. But the thing is, come on, man. I don't know what the NFL has against the Niners or what's going on, but this nonsense needs to stop, dude. It really needs to stop. Somebody needs to go in there, and I mean, Mr. York, somebody's got to say something. They take our coaches. How come they don't go pick up Spags? Remember, he's been doing this 4 years in a row. What are they still doing with the Chiefs?
No, Spag. I think somebody said Spags has already been a head coach. He's terrible at it.
Yeah,
so what he's doing is what he does.
He's awful. Yeah, so. He looked awful today too. The only thing he could stop was the freaking run. He looked awful.
And I love
he
his
looked
face.
awful because everybody relies on the goddamn flags.
Yeah.
And look at Kelsey. He was. I mean, did he leave at halftime? I didn't see him after that.
He got shut
and they
down.
never showed Taylor Swift after that. Did he leave at halftime?
No, he was out there pissed off. I saw him. He's saying something to Patrick, didn't look good. But you know what? That would have happened last year if Dre wouldn't have gotten hurt. Kelsey was.
Yes, sir.
Kelsey's. It's time for him to retire. Dre was not letting him have jack, and that's why the 49ers were leaning toward winning. And then all of a sudden, Dre goes down, and coincidentally, as some people like to say, "Oh man, give me a break, man. Kelsey was gonna get his. He wasn't getting in the first half. Dre went down the second half. You gonna tell me that didn't happen? Yeah, it did. Dre had Kelsey's number. He wasn't going anywhere.
He was getting shut out left and right. But the thing is, his age showed in this game. But again, I could be wrong on that too. I can go back to what you stated. They need to probably rest. I don't know. But the thing is, it's like, when are they going to start getting their organization start getting picked apart? Like we've been getting picked apart on coaches every freaking year.
Yeah, nobody.
And it's like, hey, dude. I mean, we just signed Robert Saleh. Oh, God forbid we win a Super Bowl and somebody wants to hire him next year. I can't keep him for 3 years. You see what I'm saying, Rumble? I had enough of this shit, man. Well, I'm just sorry. I'm done.
Vin, you'll be okay.
I'm done.
You'll be okay. Bradley will stay with us. Bradley will stay with us. Even if Robert leaves.
But Rumble, we have the same discussion. Don't worry. We got this other guy. Don't worry.
But you know Gus Bradley is.
Let me have him for a couple of years.
That
contract better be a lock.
Yeah, but it's okay.
I know who he is.
It's like D'Amico. When Robert left, I mean, D'Amico came in, the same thing kept up. Bradley, I think the same. I don't think Robert's going to leave next year, though. But we'll see.
Yeah, but I want to go on a 3P, brother. With the same time. the way the Kansas City does.
And two.
You know what I mean? Because we're not going to have to worry about Philadelphia because they signed all their players pretty much except for Saquon was all 1 year. The guy that caught the second touchdown, he showed up last week. I mean, the second interception.
No,
not the first one. The first one, he was 22 years old. They got him in the draft, but the other gentleman, I can't remember what his name. He picked off Patrick Mahomes too. They signed him for a year too. But yeah, Philadelphia spent a crap load of money. That's why they look the way they look.
Yeah, let's get it up. We got to go though, fam. I'll see you Tuesday.
All right,
and let's see what develops because you know something develop every day now.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'll give you a call back on Tuesday, man, and shout out to my Niner family out there, and then those delusional Rams fans. Please.
Oh, let them.
Enough. We'll see what happens when this year comes up. Let it go on Red and Gold Radio Ronbo Sports, and you guys have a lovely evening.
You too, Vader. Always appreciate you.
All
right, fam.
All right, take it easy, brother.
Thanks, fam. And let's see if Steven's through with his teeth. Yo, Steven.
Hey, Rumble.
Yeah. You got it rinsed now, right?
I'm the fucking man. You don't get it, do you? Type of money everybody like they knew you. Go uptown New York City, bitch.
You've been working on that, haven't you? See, a lot of people don't know rapping is kind of hard because it's all about the rhythm. You know, you got to keep pace or it sounds weird.
It's difficult, you know.
Hey,
how you doing tonight, Rumble?
I'm doing all right. I mean, I'm looking at what happened in this game. I wanted to get excited, but I can only get so excited because we're not in love with the Eagles either. You know, we had some battles with them the last 3 years, but beating the Chiefs is actually the better thing between the two. So I'm delighted.
Yeah, we have a lot.
Because if they got a 3, man, we'd been in trouble, man. The Chiefs would have. Ooh, I'll never forget that time they won that first Super Bowl against us. The Chiefs were all over my ass. I was over at Twitter at that time, right? And they would. I had to leave my own account alone. I stayed away from it for about 3 weeks because they were just waiting on me to say one word. I said, "Boy, you partying, huh? All right. Let's see." And what did they do the next season? we played them and they came in and beat us at home. So Chiefs fans, payback is a bitch, ain't it? I just wish it was us that did it.
Okay. Thank you for giving my turn. Anyway.
So you want to take the mic back now?
Yeah. We have a lot to discuss tonight, but I'll keep it not too long. So, Ronbo, what does this game tell you about the Niners heading next season? And what does it tell you?
Does it heading into next season?
Yeah, what did this game tell you about these two teams? Like,
I'm motivated like crazy. 49ers are gonna be in. I look for that first game. Look for that defense to remind you of what we saw years ago. I'm gonna go all the way back to 2020. Remember that defense was just insanely good. I'm looking for that week 1 because everybody in that defense is gonna be fired up, and all we have to do is pick up a couple of youngsters, and I'm looking for good things. I have no idea what the offense is gonna look like.
People have been saying, oh, who can beat the Chiefs? Well, the Eagles beat the Chiefs. Anybody can beat the Chiefs. Niners can beat the Chiefs soon. I'm hoping soon, Ronbo. I hope soon that happens.
Yeah, the Chiefs are beatable. They need to rest. I'm gonna give the Chiefs rest. What was it? Been 5 years, 6 years? The Chiefs have always been in NFC CG. If they weren't in the Super Bowl, they've won a lot of Super Bowl. I'm not gonna disrespect the Chiefs, but I'm delighted they finally fell. But the Chiefs are bad mofos. I think they might slow down next year too. But the year after that, look for the Chiefs to come roaring back. They just need 1 year off, or something like what we did.
Yeah. Is Nick Sirianni a better coach than Kyle, or not really, Ronbo?
Some people think so. Man, if somebody said you want to trade Sirianni for Kyle Shanahan, I'd say, man, you better get the hell up out of my face. Hell no. Hell no. I mean, people can hate on Kyle because he's had some moments where the games was lost, and, of course, he got blamed for it, everything, even though there were players out in the field screwing up royally. But at the same time, Kyle put those guys in position. 90% of the time it was Kyle put them in a position the players screwed up. I mean, this is the thing. If you ever play ball before? Every time I screwed up, it wasn't the coach. It was me. I zigged when I should have zagged, and the ball just got past my hands. The coach can't do jack about that. So, that's what I'm saying. You got to know when to blame the coach and when not to. If he's not putting his players in position to succeed, that is the coach's fault. But the players out there screwing royally up, like Kwaski T did in that playoff game, where that game was pretty much over for the 49ers versus Rams, the Rams don't win it. No, I can't blame Kyle for that. See, that's what I'm saying. Sirianni, I give Sirianni credit for putting the right people in the right place. So as far as coaches go, Sirianni's a hell of a guy for finding coordinators that he can't do it. So, good on him for that.
Yeah, and Ronbo, I hate it when people say, oh, Patrick Mahomes is the next Tom Brady. Yeah, don't compare that. Come on.
Steven, he might be back though. They may struggle next year, but don't look for that team to. I don't know how long Andy Reid's going to stay around. I think Travis Kelce's leaving before the next 2 years. You know what? I don't know.
Do you compare him to Tom though?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
He's got to win at least one more Super Bowl. Then I can compare him to Tom.
Yeah. Tom fought. He fought, so.
But Tom just looked calculating. Like, Mahomes has that kind of thing, too. If the game is close, they're going to get you. Mahomes has got that trait as well.
Yeah. They said the next Super Bowl is going to be here, so hopefully the Niners have the chance, to get there.
God! It's a lot of pressure. We're going to be scared next year. It's kind of nice to relax halfway through the season because I knew the 49ers weren't going nowhere. Shoot, I think about week 8 or 9, I knew the 49ers were done. I mean, you can't have everybody out. You can lose 2 or 3 people, but you can't lose 90% of your friggin' roster and still compete. Especially when they're the main guys. I got Fred Warner running out there with a broken foot. And he's doing the best he can, but he ain't Fred Warner. I got Dre's not even playing. I got B.A. God, it's just terrible. Anyway, they'll be back. We'll be fine. Steve, what else? You see you forgot to floss?
No, sorry. My dad was in here, so.
Were you supposed to be asleep?
No, they're just saying, who am I talking to? I'm talking to Ronbo Sports.
That's all. Okay, you had to answer the question.
Anyways, I was gonna say,
real quick,
I'm just pissed off, Ronbo, because the Eagles beat them and we couldn't do it last season. You know, I was just pissed.
I'm agreeing with you on that. We still agree. Yeah. We're gonna go. It's getting late. Steven, go ahead and get some rest, and I'll see you Tuesday.
Oh, I'll see you on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Give a day to go by because Super Bowl's gonna be killing it tomorrow.
It's officially the offseason starting.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Started for us a few weeks ago, but still.
Yeah. I just want to say, you broke my heart. I'll see you Tuesday.
You comic. All right, fam.
I'll see you Tuesday.
I'll see you Tuesday.
Good night.
Oh, God. 49er-B. 49er-B. Dude.
What a great day to be an American. Oh, Ronbo.
Hey, no. Only if the Cowboys come in and lose. That's it. That would have been even. That's would have been the first thing out of my mouth. It's a great day to be an American. The America's team got the floor mopped with them, but that did not happen. You will never be able to apply that to the Cowboys, so we can apply it to everybody else because the Cowboys are never going to be in a position to do that. That's right, Texas boy. Brian, go ahead.
Texas boy. Why is Texas boy even in here? It's comical.
I never know. Half the people that come in here from other teams, what are they talking about? What have you got to say? You're still under the foot. I mean, you're stuck in our tracks. You're nothing. They're still talking.
Oh my God, it's hilarious. Oh, what a great day, Ronbo. I feel like we won the Super Bowl.
See, we can't. See, Brian, you got to be careful about that. We because then people say, yeah, you guys, because every time the Rams saw us, they would say, I said, Rudy, you need another team to beat us because you can't. I mean, come on, man, give it a rest. God. So people say that about us.
The only reason I say yes, it's sad watching the Eagles win, but I'd rather watch them win than those damn Chiefs.
I know,
even though I hate both teams.
I wholeheartedly agree.
I am overjoyed for Nikita Tebow, who I just finished ordering a beautiful Barkley jersey for her with the Super Bowl logo on it. So hopefully that'll be coming soon. Probably will take forever, but it's coming. It's ordered.
Oh, that's right.
Good luck to you.
A lot of people could be ordering that jersey.
Great job, Nikita. Yeah. So I'm very happy for her and Michael and her family. So that's good. But Ronbo, so the Eagles are losing their offensive coordinator. Did I hear right?
I thought I heard that yesterday. Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Jalen's got to get another OC. What does that mean? He doesn't do well switching OCs. Uh-oh.
And I wouldn't be surprised to be seeing the Chiefs get a little dismantled this offseason. Now, did Jones hurt his knee? How bad is his knee? They haven't really said, have they?
I know. He's just sitting on the sideline. Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't come back in the game, so that's a worry.
He didn't get carried off on the meat wagon, though. Usually, if it's a torn, anything's torn, they wagon you right out off the field because they want to get it off, get you off of it. But I don't know. But Brian, I hate to laugh at people when they're hurt, but when Jones got hurt, I'm glad I wasn't.
I'm not laughing. No,
I was.
I never laugh.
I had to. You know what? I wasn't watching the game so I could laugh without embarrassing myself because it is shameful. I said, hey, Chris, you loud talking. I call him a few names. Now look at you. Sit your. I've been on and on.
Chris Jones is a good dude. I mean, did you see what he did? He went and shook hands with our head guy. I don't want to get political, but
he did go shake hands with our main man of the nation. I thought that was cool.
I mean, you know what? The only thing I don't appreciate about Jones was before the Super Bowl 2020 and after for weeks, he was still yak. I hate that.
Yep, that's true.
And said, Chris, and also 2020 last year, he made that play, and oh God, he gets to talk again. Here he comes. So you know what?
Yep. Yeah, Ronbo, I really think our team is going to bounce back this year, and those Eagles are going to. Nikita Debo, we're coming for your Eagles. Your Eagles are hunted this year. You know,
and they're tough. They're going to be tough. I don't know about the OC. I don't know about Jalen though.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on with Jalen. I think Jalen just needs to take some time off or something.
Well, if they switch OCs, he's had a new OC pretty much every year. I think every year since he's arrived. So they're giving him another OC next year. Who's that going to be?
Yeah, that's going to be like Alex Smith all over again, isn't it? For that poor guy.
Yeah, actually, keep switching the OC, and when you have success, you can't keep the guy. So I don't know.
Exactly. So I don't know, Ronbo. It's going to be real interesting this year. I like to say I do not want Devontae Adams or Tyreek Hill because they're both drama queens.
And the name Aaron Rodgers came up. I don't think so.
God. That's the biggest drama queen in the NFL. Why would we want him as a 49er? That's crazy.
Hell no. First thing you do is come and mess it up.
He's gonna want like Stafford wants, 40, 50 million a year. Screw that. He's not worth that.
Stafford's got to want more than that.
Well,
I thought he gets.
You think Rodgers?
No, I think Stafford gets that much.
Too?
No, I don't know. Rodgers is already getting 50 plus. I think Stafford's already getting a 45 or so.
Wow.
He must be somewhere in the ballpark.
Not worth it.
No, he wants more. He's not happy with that. You know about that, right?
Rams clowns are in trouble. That Rams team's in trouble. They're in big trouble. They got some issues. So it's going to be an interesting offseason for everybody. Really, but Ronbo, I'd rather see us put all our eggs in the basket for Myles Garrett. I really want him here, Ronbo.
I'm on board with that.
I think that, take Debo. Oh, Steven's so happy about Debo. Oh, my God. I thought Steven was going to blow you-know-what on that. Jeez. That was hilarious. He's been waiting for that for 2 years. Waiting for that to happen.
Steve's been talking about Debo all year long. Yeah, you're right. This is all he needed. Debo asked for a trade. When
I heard that today, that was the first thing I thought of. Was like, oh, Steven's just going to be ecstatic.
But Brian, I don't know if the 49ers can be satisfied with the deal because they're going to have to get something worth a damn for Debo, and they're going to have to pay a lot of money for the dead cap hit. They got to play part of that salary. I don't know how they're going to work this out, but the 49ers are okay, according to what's being reported, that Debo's asked for a trade. The 49ers says, go ahead and make your own deal. It's okay with us. What was that tell you about Debo? Didn't even try to talk him out of it.
I mean, you walk around in the Eagles jersey. I mean, come on, dude. What are you doing?
I know. That was unnecessary.
I think,
maybe Debo wants to get traded to the Eagles. Maybe he might. But he's not going anywhere in the NFC. No, Debo.
I don't think the Eagles want to deal with him. They got enough stuff going on with their team. You know what I mean?
But you know what? There's enough teams that run the 49ers or Shanahan's offense that Debo can go a number of places, and they'll use him the same way.
But are you just tired of all these drama queen wide receivers? I think we'd be better off just drafting a wide receiver. Honestly, another one or something.
I'm not looking for a receiver. I want Myles Garrett, but I'm not looking for a receiver.
Well, yeah. But
we
all right,
go.
Ronbo.
I'll see you Tuesday.
Okay, and I will agree with Tony. The blueprint was set today. We need to improve that defensive line and our offensive line.
Damn right.
For sure.
And now.
Yeah. All right, Ronbo. You have a good night, man.
You too.
Everybody take care.
You too, Brian. Night, Bill. And here he is as we get. Let me get my canoe. Waters of Hawaii in the background. Oh, Tony!
Aloha, Ronbo. Happy Super Bowl. How you feeling?
Feeling great. I suspect I would not have felt anywhere near like this had the Chiefs won. That would have been just too much. But to watch the Eagles catch up with the Rams as far as Super Bowl trophies, it's a wonderful thing.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of rooting for a giant sinkhole, today. Although, I like New Orleans, so can't really hope for that in New Orleans. But it would have been one of those nice things if
just swallows them all up at once. Tony, that's just mean.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's mean to New Orleans. It's true. No, this was a fairly boring Super Bowl, I gotta say.
Actually,
and the other thing, I'll be honest with you. I mean, the Eagles won that from the first possession.
I mean,
it wasn't even close. But the difference between the Chiefs and the Eagles really wasn't all that much. The main difference was that the Eagles had all the components it took to keep Patrick Mahomes at bay, and they executed on every single drive except for maybe like one or two very early in the first quarter. And then similarly, that Eagles defense led by, Vic Fangio really came to play, especially that Eagles defensive line, and the Chiefs didn't have enough to defeat the Eagles offensive line. And I'll tell you, all season long, the Chiefs were weak at offensive tackle. And what happened? The Eagles' defensive ends feasted today. So it was pretty academic and pretty darn boring. Honestly, the watching the Bucks beat the Chiefs a few years ago was a lot more entertaining than watching the Eagles beat the Chiefs this year. So but I mean, it is what it is. Hats off to Howie Roseman, who built this fabulous Eagles roster, and hats off to Vic Fangio, who coordinated an amazing defense today and ultimately beat the Chiefs. So good for them. They get to have that Lombardi. Unfortunately, the clown Nick Sirianni gets to have a trophy, but Kellen Moore and Vic Fangio earned it for him. They babysat that guy all season long. And you know what? Howie Roseman's roster was good enough, and those coordinators were good enough, and that's just kind of what it is,
Yeah. I mean, he's going to have another OC next year. Let's see. About Roseman, is he going to find a guy that can do anything near what this guy could do with Jalen Hurts? I mean, Hurts wasn't all that magnificent until this particular game, to be honest, because it's been all about Barkley. But I can't imagine what's going to happen next year.
I don't know. My Eagles friends are talking Bobby Slowick as their next offensive coordinator. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I forgot he is out there.
I don't know if that's true or not, but that's he is out there. So we'll see. We'll see about that. And I think Slowick would actually be good for them, although they're not quite the finesse, Shanahan style offense. They really are more of a mauling gap style running attack. So I don't know. I mean the good news for us 49ers is that the Eagles are way behind in their offensive coordinator search, and the Niners coaching staff is pretty much all shored up between Saleh and Gus Bradley and the new special teams coordinator. So, going into that, I think coaching advantage, I mean, they still have Fangio, but, coaching advantage next season definitely goes to the 49ers. But, it's the Niners don't have currently as good of a roster as the Eagles do now.
No.
So, but that can all change. We have better draft position. We have some money to spend. And, so long as Brock Purdy signs a good contract for the team, there'll be able to be players in free agency.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they do. I mean, the last thing, I'm sure you'll talk about this later on this week, but Debo, requesting the trade. Good for Debo. Good for us. Get rid of him. The only thing, get rid of him after June 1. So that way we get the salary cap benefits. Clearing up, I think it's like $15 million of cap space if we trade Debo after June 1. So, it's just one of those things. It's going to be a little bit of a wait, I think, before Debo goes. But it'll
be
happen
weeks
at some point. You know,
it will go. You know what? You're right. It might go right up to June. Now that you think about it, because the 49ers aren't going to accept anything, and they don't want to get pigeonholed into having to owe more money than they should have to pay. So you're right.
Yeah.
This could be interesting.
I mean, the earliest they'll move him, I think, is for draft pieces. So it won't be till April, I don't think. But really, it's here's the thing, by the way, Ronbo. I don't know if the Niners can actually be players for Myles Garrett or not, but Myles Garrett won't be moved by the Browns until after June 1st because they are $30 million over the cap right now,
That's right.
and if they move Garrett, they'll be $60 million over the cap. So there's that. I mean, Debo might, and same thing. 49ers shouldn't move Debo until June 1st. So maybe Debo could be part of a Myles Garrett trade. I don't know about that though. We'll see how that all plays out.
Yeah,
but I think both players leave after June.
Yeah, because like you're saying though, that it's like going into a high-end store and not having enough money using Debo to make that kind of a deal. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't know. Though. I mean, hats off to the Eagles is all I can say. And it is nice to. By the way, it is nice to watch the refs enforce holding. It's like the first time, like we saw some holding flags called. It seems like in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs.
I mean, it was unreal. I mean, and they called a few plays against the Chiefs. Period. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are getting flagged.
And I mean, they're. Yeah, I know. Well, they only got one beneficial, roughing the quarterback penalty. They were letting them hit a little bit. That was really nice. All those memes of Patrick Mahomes making out with the refs. I think kind of finally got to the NFL.
I know, and they should. Such a God, guys. Because Tony, actually, all I really ever ask, okay, if you're gonna call, not gonna call, it didn't go both ways. So don't call either way. Then don't get us and not get them.
Yep.
And they're doing the same things.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I thought the officiating was pretty darn good in this game. All things considered, I thought the officiating was pretty darn good. So, and at the end of the day, the Eagles executed. They did everything they had to do on almost every single possession, and that defense just exploited the Chiefs' weaknesses, like on the tackles. And I'll be honest, it was a lot closer than the final score, football-wise, but the Eagles dominated, and here we are.
First four, I mean, every last aspect, everything about this game was dominated by the Eagles. This score is not indicative of what really happened. True.
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff, Tony. Tell you what.
Always good to talk to you, Ronbo. Take care.
Right.
Aloha.
Thanks, fam. See you Tuesday. We got time, Tony. Be looking for you. All right.
Always do my best. Take care.
Thanks, Tony. You too. Hey, there's Jamel. Hey, Jamel.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
Jamel, we're sitting back here laughing at the Chiefs and like we got a right to, but, we've been there whipping boys for too long. Yeah. And by the way, Jamel, they not only beat us in the Super Bowl, we haven't beaten the Chiefs since 2020, and we've seen them how many times? So, watching them get an ass whooping was really a nice thing. Even if it wasn't us that got to put it on them. Damn it. That's Jamel. That's why I didn't do this game.
I'm telling you,
because I was worried the Chiefs might win.
I know. I'm gonna tell you, man. Yeah, I did too, but I thought, some people were thinking about the game being rigged and how the referee may have a part in this or what have you, but no, from the jump, I said, you know what, Rumble, once the Eagles jumped up to 17-0, I said,
I thought it was over then too.
I said, I really. Yeah, I thought it was over. I said, oh, yeah.
Too much momentum.
They got this. All right, too much momentum. And I'm going to tell you what impressed me about their defense. All game long, that defense did not blitz. Rarely they blitz. Those 6 sacks came from the weak of the line. I said, that impressed me the most about their defense.
They kept people in coverage.
The front got to Mahomes. Yeah, they did. Yes, they did. They covered. They covered good. Like I said again, what impressed me, the front four, those 6 sacks came from them. It didn't come from the corner. It didn't come from no safety. It came from, and no linebacker came from the front four. I said, look at that.
I mean,
I said, now that's, and they showed why they were number one defense all year long. They showed it during the season, and they showed it during the playoffs, and they showed it tonight. I said,
bam.
I said, that's what you're talking about. I said, hey. Yeah, I said 93 homes, man. I said, this is how you dominate. I said, I ain't seen a butt whooping like that since San Fran did it to San Diego. I ain't seen a butt whooping like that since.
No, it was like exactly.
Said, yeah.
You know, so Barkley's coming back next year. They're going to be tough next year because because even if they don't have an OC that works well with Jalen looked good today though, but Barkley is still a pain in the ass, especially with that all-star offensive line, of which span. You know, the DC and Kansas City, that dude, they stopped Barkley. They just made up their mind, guys. We may lose this game, but we're not losing it because of Saquon Barkley. We're gonna make up our mind to do that right now. Let's work. And they did. Barkley did not get off. He got away a couple of times, but nothing dramatic.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, KC's defense really focused on him. I'm going to tell you, if he got loose, can you imagine? Oh, my God.
God, that would have been gruesome.
That was very gruesome.
Kurtz owns those cases.
Man, they up there.
Shit.
They looked out in the air, in the ground.
Yeah.
Man. But again, like I said, defense, that front four did a hell of a job. I said that's something the defense, that's power. If the front four can get to the quarterback without
you got another 7.
I said, now you got some.
And Jamel, they couldn't run.
Good job.
Yeah, they couldn't run.
Yeah,
you know, they had no run game. You're not. I mean, Patrick is good, but come on, man. You ain't gonna pass and only pass on that team. That's why they kept laying him in the dirt.
Yep.
Well, I just wish it would have been us instead of them.
I know, man. I said, well, hey, good job to the defense. Well, it's 0-0 now. We start all over. I said, all right, Niners, let's go now. Let's fill up. You're ready now, because when we are healthy, ain't nobody's popping up.
No, yeah. It's just, you know. And that's why I don't care what anybody says about Kyle Shanahan. If everybody's healthy, nobody's going to beat that offense. Nobody. And, you know, and if the defense is clicking and working, then it becomes compounded against the other team. So, you know, because we got stars now that they don't need a whole lot from Shanahan other than whatever they learned during the course of the week in a game plan. They'll take it from there. But if they make critical mistakes, there's nothing anybody can do except that player. So.
Yep. And then I heard about, you know, if we, some of the previous callers mentioned, what was that boy named Garrett? I said, that would be nice.
You know about Miles Garrett? Miles, yeah.
He was he said he wants out of Cleveland. I said, I don't blame him.
Tony's right, though. I forgot about the cap problem. That we won't know anything about that. We got a long way to wait. We got to wait till June, when legalities will make it easier for the team that's losing a player that's got a lot of money on his contract.
Wow, really? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh.
But yeah, that's okay. We can wait because we wait every year for everybody. They're not going to sign. And you know, as bad as we want Brock Purdy to get signed, Jamel, when do you think he's going to get signed?
Yo, guess what's easy, man. I don't know.
Because they're talking right now. Oh, yeah, the 49ers are really interested in getting that contract done quickly. And so, you know, because the 49ers, this is going to behoove them because they want to go in and know in the draft what they need, some of the things what they can look at and things like that. Don't want to be fooling around with Brock's contract going all up into the summer months. Don't do it, Kyle. You and John.
Man, I know. Say no. We're the slow ones when it comes to signing people on time. I said, look, come on, y'all.
Man.
Get it done. Especially, he's our leader. I said, get Brock out the way. Get him done for now.
So he can get out there and start working with the guys during the off season.
Exactly.
Shit.
Right. And and then we can worry about other topics and issues that we need, so like offensive, defensive line, the front four. And then, like I said, on both sides, I give kudos to Philly tonight because they,
they came to play.
Jalen did not get touched. Jalen didn't get tackled out one time. So I said, hey, man, to the offensive line and defense, they did the job tonight. So Jalen didn't get touched.
And the O-line.
They got to the home with 6 pounds. Good job.
And I know, and I laughed. I think, you know what? You know that offensive line, Eagles, their average height is just a big machine. It is 6'5", 330 pounds. That's their average. That's like trying to run through a semi truck when it's parked sideways or a container. 330 times about 4 or 5 is how much? Oh, woo, damn! Oh, and it's moving. Bam, bam, boom. Oh, Jamel, we gotta go. Hey, I'll see you Tuesday though. All right. Always a pleasure to hear from you.
All right.
Glad you stayed up waiting for us.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, man. No problem. We'll see you Tuesday.
Night, fam. And. Oh, hey, Anderson, get on in here. Boy, I tell you what, Anderson coming here with that big Texas steak. Anderson.
Oh, what's going on, Ronbo? Hey, I told you Chris Jones was going to get fucked up. Didn't I say that Friday?
You did. He said that. He did.
But it's too bad it wasn't Barkley that did it. It was Hurts.
Is that who busted him up?
And that right there, that first little tush push.
Yeah.
They did.
And I seen him pull up. He stopped, pulled up, and started hopping on one leg. The Eagles then felt sorry for him. They quit. They should have hit him again, but they backed off of him and seen what was wrong with him.
When he was the first on the sideline when it was rubbing on his neck, I thought, yeah, he out of there. I was like, he out of there.
Did you see his face when he was rubbing on his neck? It looked like it hurt so bad.
I said, he out of there. He out of there. I got this.
We ain't supposed to be laughing at him. He got hurt. I can't help it. I was laughing my ass off. I was. As much trash as he talked in 2020 and last year, damn him. Care about him being hurt.
No, yeah, exactly. But you know what? We gonna come in. We gonna come in better because Eagles. And you know how it is after a team win a Super Bowl.
Don't I? We definitely do.
From the NFC. Oh, let's go ahead. Yeah, let's go get. Y'all get rid of him. He gotta go. Yeah, you gotta go ahead and get rid of him.
People gotta get paid.
Yeah.
And they ain't got enough money.
Everybody gotta get paid.
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't got no money. I'm gone, coach. I want to trade. You know what I'm saying? Debo, bye. You can go. That's what we got Purcell for. He gonna replace your ass. Bye. We don't need you.
And I want to see more Cowling anyway. So, you know?
Yeah, me too. I want to see Cowan on the field.
And as long as I got Jawad Jennings, I'm as happy as can be. Yeah, you just need some other guys to run interference for him out there. You got George Kittle still hanging around. I know they're going to re-sign him. B.A., we probably got to wait about half season for him to get back, though. Looking like B.A. anyway.
And everybody else coming back 100% hurt. 100% that was hurt, they're going to be 100%. That's why I'm ready for our defense to get on point.
I know. See, like you got.
We just need one nasty lineman.
Yes.
I mean defensive end.
Yeah. You know.
Everybody.
Because I don't know if we go get Myles Garrett. It's asking for too much actually, but I wish. Boy. Myles Garrett.
Does Debo want to trade? We can send his ass to Cleveland. Punish him.
I don't know if that's enough. That's like going in a restaurant that every entree in there is $50 and up, and you go in there with a $20 bill. You know, we talk about making a deal with Debo. You know, because you're gonna say, man, what y'all gonna do, Debo? Okay, we'll call you back. No, I know you ain't gonna call us back. Wait a minute, man. Let me give you a first round pick.
Paid already. You already got his money. I mean, take you and your new take you and your little new boy, and I'll kick him through the field goal since you want to go.
He's not playing like he's hungry either. You know, he's got paid and got satisfied. You know, because after you get paid, you should want to get that ring, right? Do everything you can. Go all out. This is an opportunity you're not going to get. You get one shot.
It's like what Hurt said. He said he don't really play for the win. He playing to win. I respect it.
Yeah.
Even though with the money you still win, but because you living better than we are. So, but anyway,
whole lot better. Myles Garrett, man. And also, Anderson, these guys, the high-profile players, the money they're making off the field is probably equal to what they're making on the field anyway. So this just compounds. You know, if I'm a company, every few minutes, people are calling him, "Hey, Miles, I got a spot for you. How does $5 million sign for you? I'm gonna give you $5 before you do the spot. Let's give you $5 after. That's $10 million for about an hour and a half's worth of work. What do you think?" See, now these are the kind of offers that football players get. Well, professional athletes get. Tom Brady, that's why he didn't care nothing about the Patriots breaking the bank to pay him. Not only that, his wife was getting paid more money than he was anyway. So
models and stuff. Yeah. And then he wanted to keep the team together anyway, so I take the pay cut.
Yeah. Or less than the standard is. So, but I don't know. This is Brock's first contract. I'm not sure how he's going to feel. I really don't know what to expect of this, but I think he's the kind of guy that might not want to come out there without his Avengers. He's seen what that was like last year. Brock, you need your Avengers, boy. Yeah, you better leave some money.
Yeah, but that's all I had to say. You know what I'm saying? I heard the callers in talking about it, and I just wanted to be like, "Oh, I'm the one that said I said that."
I remember you saying that too. I was laughing because I didn't see it happening.
And what was crazy, I was when I was at home sitting watching that, man. I'm like, why she finna throw another pick? And bam, right, he did just what I said because I watched how he lined up. You right there, man, like you desperation. You desperate, so you finna throw something real quick and fast try to get open. I try to get down the field, and you finna throw a pick.
He had
and bam, like just like how I called it.
He didn't have no protection.
Yep.
He damn near got killed out there. In fact, Anderson, I was actually feeling a little bit sorry for him at a couple of plays. He looked just, oh my God. It was just like, I was complaining all year with Purdy. As soon as the ball snapped, here come the ball, and here comes the defensive end of the tackle. I said, what the look, man, y'all got to do something. Yeah, same thing today. Here come the ball, and here come everybody. Yeah. Man.
Yeah, you got to be more than just Bosa. You got to be more than just Bosa. You got to be somebody coming off the other edge, coming off the line. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say Evan Anderson and Hargrave together, I want to see what they can do.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I just want to get some protection for Brock. It was just proven to the world. I don't care how good your quarterback is. He will be killed without protection.
Can't protect him. He can't do nothing.
All right, fam. I'll see you Tuesday. Anderson.
All right,
time. All right.
For sure.
All right, fam.
All right, Ronbo.
Night, Anderson. People give it. I'll tell you, ain't a quarterback in the NFL that's going to star with no offensive line. It's just not going to happen. Hey, Beto!
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Beto, man, we're already planning on next season. But first, let us three-peat. Sit your ass down. Yeah. Sit your ass down.
I didn't watch a lot of the game, but when I actually did watch some of it, it was funny how he was getting abused.
It was worse than you can imagine. But picture this. Mahomes on his horse, damn near all day, throwing picks, pick six, pick. He looked like Matt Stafford out there. You know, when Stafford that year before last, when him and Dak were running a contest on who can throw the most picks, that was, of all people today, that was Patrick Golden Arm Mahomes. I was shocked. I've never seen him like that.
Yeah, it's because this Super Bowl, if it was actually supposed to be the Bills actually playing the Eagles, not Patrick Mahomes. But if you see the colors, they did match who was playing, because there's red in there and there's green in there. Who was the two teams playing?
Okay, but Bethel, the refs didn't. The league wasn't manipulating this game today. They let them play.
No, because they had all eyes on them. That's why a lot of people were watching the game really close, because if they do anything to rig
crazy, it's gonna rile people up again. Vil Vinovich.
Yes.
Vil Vinovich was nowhere to be seen. I said, you know what? Had it been us, y'all would have called that mother in here to ref the game, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But now that we're not in there, you call a decent crew in there. God, then he damn near killed Patrick. God, that was gruesome.
It's because they got lucky that, the media was all about the referees helping Patrick Mahomes. So, they decided, you know what, just do a fair game.
Before people start, because, people were watching, they're waiting too.
And then plus Vegas loved it, because Vegas probably won a lot of money.
Ooh. Whoever
bet on Kansas City Chiefs.
The Chiefs, there was only a point and a half. Well, it doesn't matter if you go you straight up, you still win too. It was only a point and a half spread. I don't know why they put that kind of spread out.
Yeah,
just call it even up. So
yeah. And then I've seen this right here tells you a lot about Debo, because if you see George Kittle, you see Fred Warner, you see these guys that they're willing to put up some of their money to get Myles Garrett into this team, and Debo was the only one that didn't want to do that, unless you could guarantee that we could win the Super Bowl. That's not something you say.
Bethel, you don't understand.
Because that's the only thing that tells me that you just care about the money.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't understand. Our man shops at only the most elegant, high-level stops. He buys cars that most people just wish they could get. I can't imagine what his house looks like. Yeah. Debo's got bills to pay, Bethel.
Yeah, but it's his fault that he has those bills to pay. Because if you, like a lot of these people, if you have a lot of money, you invest your money.
He better be.
Do something for the future, not be, spending all this money on gold and
get a tax break. Go out and do something for the community.
Yeah.
I've never heard about Debo doing no community-oriented things. You always see him walking into the locker room in a fashion statement.
Yeah. Yeah, but and then plus another thing is if you see Kyle has 70 wins with 52 losses.
Mm-hmm.
McVay has 80 wins with 52 losses. That's just a 10 difference.
That happened this season.
Yeah, no, and then plus, if you see, McVay got a good team under him.
Oh, when he first came,
build a team under him. Yes,
that's true. I forgot about that. No, I didn't forget about that.
He's only, by 10 games is a big difference.
And we won how many games our first season? 6. And the only reason they won those 6 games is because they picked up Jimmy, and all of a sudden they ran the table at the end of the season. And then the next season, Jimmy goes down to injury, and we lose that whole season. Next season, we get a whole healthy team.
Yeah, and
Super Bowl time. Steamroll the Rams that year, too.
Yeah, and remember, there was a time where McVay lost a lot of people, and what happened? They fucking sucked.
After the Super Bowl. After that Super Bowl win, all those mercenaries, hey, you guys got any money? Well, we thought you might want to take a cut. I mean, just to stay with us. Bye. You know, they left like crazy. They were making it public that they want to get the hell out of L.A., you know, one guy after another. That's why when people say, oh, no, McVay didn't have the blah, blah, blah. And the Super Bowl year, he bought a friggin' team. Every last one of those guys left immediately the next season, except for 4 or 5. And they got their ass
handed to them. Because they knew that McVay wasn't going to do nothing the next season.
They set a record for a Super Bowl team that got beat the year after. The Super Bowl winning team that got beat the year after. Don't tell me they didn't have a bunch of mercenaries. They all left.
Yes, they did.
That's fine. They've been trying to find their way back ever since.
One thing is true, that Kyle does have to get an offense coordinator to help him out. He'll probably do a lot better if he does get one.
He has one now. Yeah. It's not Kubi. Who's the guy? It's not Kubi.
Oh, yeah. I think he's in our staff because the league got mad because they appointed him as offense coordinator for him. They had to interview different colors.
Yeah,
to meet the quota.
I thought I remember his name. Wait a minute. Hey, the Eagles have won 3 trophies, right? Is that right?
Yes. With this one, yes.
Hey! Rams. Now you're behind the Eagles as well.
Yeah.
Rams. You're always giving us grief.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, 31 years. You guys ain't want another try. You know, we could go 31 more years and it'll still be ahead of your ass. How embarrassing is that? Yep. God. Anyway.
Yeah.
I was accounting good. Eagles got 3 and Rams got 2. And we need to get 6 soon.
Yeah.
We're going to get caught by everybody except
God. I go, even Fred Warner said it, that we needed a break because, you know, they hardly even catch a break. So,
you know, it's hard. You get a month off or 2 and you got to get back into training. That's rough. Year-round. That's year-round football with that's why the Chiefs might have completely ran out of gas. That's a lot of seasons going. 3 back-to-back years in the Super Bowl. I'm not saying he's bad about it, but this was coming.
Yes. They deserve this. They deserve their ass get whooped like this.
Got it, too. Hey, Bethel, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to see you Tuesday, fam. All right?
All right, see you Tuesday.
All right, baby.
Hit the like, and let's go Niners.
That'd be.
All right, Ron.
Great tone, no. We've been in war ever since for the last 30 years. This is like the BS that cracks me up about people like yourself that like to call the 49ers average or mediocre in the last 30 years when the 49ers have been involved most of the time. Now, they take off 2 or 3 years here and there, but the 49ers are always in the thick of the fight. So give me a break with the 49ers not being any good. When you look at a team like the Rams, the Eagles, and some of these other teams, hell, they've been around for that same 30-year period that small-minded people keep bringing up. Where the hell were you? It's like I tell the Rams when they're always talking about, well, you guys ain't been. Where the bleep have you been there? And how come you haven't caught up yet? Shut the bleep up. What the hell are you talking about? You don't close the gap or anything else like that. But you love to bring up how many years we haven't won a Super Bowl. Hey, Tony, come on in.
Ronbo, good evening. Good evening.
Tony, it's been a strange year. You know, and its climax is even more bizarre when you think about it. Who would have thought that
Mr. Mahomes took another beating, just like he
bad.
did in Super Bowl 55? Was it 55 against Tampa? This game reminded me of that.
Yeah. Hey, what's Great Tone's team?
Who's that?
Great Tone. Oh, no way. He's a 49er fan? No way. He's a 49er fan. That's the ones that piss me off the most. The ones that don't want to appreciate a team that's giving them a good time as much as the 49ers have. Great Tone, why don't you go be a Rams fan? That's a good time. If you don't appreciate the 49ers, be an Eagles fan. Yeah. You support that?
And Ronbo, this game also, I hate to say it, it reminded me of Super Bowl 51. The Eagles had 6 sacks. We had 5 on Brady. The Eagles had a pick 6. We had a pick 6 on Brady. But the Eagles, the difference is the Eagles kept scoring and wasn't watching the clock. We were just running plays and punting, watching the damn clock.
You know, it's and the only thing is you guys should have probably done is run the ball. That's the only you would have ran that clock out. That was clock management. Kyle never really explained that though.
I know, especially after, and we talked about after Julio's catch. Right there at the 22-yard line with 3 minutes, 40 seconds left. Run the ball 3 straight times. I don't care if you don't get a yard. That's a field goal. Game over.
And Matty Ice, did he have a fear going on at some point? He started doing
9-year veteran. He should have changed the play whenever Shanahan on 2nd and 3rd down called in the shotgun those passing plays. He should have changed them. He's got that type of clout.
He should have
changed the damn play.
Yeah, I agree.
Just let Shanahan be mad.
Yeah, and win the game. This is what I liked about Brock his first year when he came in. Remember Shanahan would get in during the media conference. He would say things like, it was a good play, but Fred Warner was standing. Who was that was standing on the end zone? Because Brock liked George Kittle, but that's right, Juwan Jennings was standing in front of the end zone. I said, Kyle, what are you doing? You know what? He got the job done is all that really matters in that. Now, you may talk to him behind closed doors and say, listen, it's important for you to run the play because the fact of the matter is the rest of your teammates are doing one thing and you're doing another. And that it can end up in disaster at some point, which is probably true. But still, you don't need to go to the media and tell them, I didn't call that play. Kyle's got an ego. And this is if there's one thing I have a problem with Kyle Shanahan, he does have an ego, and he does think that he does know more about football than anybody else, and that could be a problem on occasion. But for the most part, I still think he's shrewd when it comes to running that offense. But there are times when I wish he'd take his foot off the gas and allow that quarterback to think on his own. So,
See, Ronbo, the NFL, they trips me out. Now, after Kansas City lost, all I heard was, they've been to 3 straight Super Bowls and 4 or 5 Super Bowls out of the last 6 years. They're tired. But they didn't say that about you guys who've been in the NFC Championship games and Super Bowls for 4 out of 5 straight years. They didn't say that about y'all last year. But they said that about Kansas City after this long.
Chokes, yeah. So, that's why when people start, especially talking about the 49ers in the way, like as if we haven't been busy the whole time. 30 years! That 30 years! I'll just shove your 30 years. The 49ers have been busy and involved the entire time. The Super Bowl is not something just anybody can win or easily. If it was, everybody'd have one. God.
Do you know how hard it is to get to the championship game?
Period.
How hard it is to get to a Super Bowl? It's hard.
I mean, and then to win it? Oh, my God. That's why it's the pinnacle of sport. It is hard to win a Super Bowl. It's hard to get there. Going through 3 rounds of playoffs, you get one shot. You're out. NBA, MLB, you get 7-game series. Football, no. And that means a better team isn't always the one that wins. But it did that day. So for small-minded people,
they choked that year. They choked this year. 4 out of the last 5 years going through last year. So you guys were tired and a little banged up, but they didn't say anything when you guys lost the Super Bowl last year about that. But as soon as Kansas City lost, they've been to 3 straight Super Bowls and they've been to Super Bowl 4 of the last 5 years. They're going to say it about them.
I said last year, I was worried about that before the season started. Man, 49ers, man, they ain't took no breaks since 2018. No, we took one
That's
break.
a lot of games.
We took one break in 2020, but they were almost in the playoffs even that year. It's just, I don't know, guys. If they can hang on, they are human, and we haven't had a lot of roster turnover either. Most of those guys are still there, right? They got to take a regular break. We'll see what they look like next year to see if that's wrong or right.
Well, they're probably going to lose right guard Trey Smith to free agency unless they re-sign him. I know what their first round pick going to be. It's going to be an offensive tackle.
Everybody should block. Tony, how many teams don't need? Every team in the league actually needs an offensive lineman, almost, except for the Eagles don't need an offensive lineman in the first round. But 9 out of 10 teams need an offensive lineman in the first round, if at some position. It's amazing.
That's why I appreciate Jake Matthews, the son of Bruce Matthews and Clay Matthews. He's only made one Pro Bowl in 12 years, but he's steady, Ronbo. He never gets hurt. He always blocks. He hasn't made many Pro Bowls, but he's steady, and you don't hear nothing from him. I appreciate some our left tackle.
Especially, and you're an offensive lineman. Man, that's how hard, you don't get to come off the field, Tony. Defensive linemen are shuttling in and out. Offensive linemen don't shuttle in and out. They're there to take on those vicious dudes, and defensive linemen these days are scary. They got to hang with them dudes all damn day. I salute them.
Yeah, me too. And Ronbo, I'm gonna say it. I'm a hypocrite. I missed the first half of the first quarter, and I couldn't take it no more. So I turned it on, and Philly was up 7-0, and I watched the rest of the game.
I was wondering if you were serious.
I couldn't help myself.
Because I know you're a football fan to the heart. I was wondering how you could just avoid it altogether. I couldn't do the game live with the fun of you and everybody else who was watching. But, I mean, I had fun yelling obscenities and cursing people out. I admitted I shouldn't have. That when Chris Jones got hurt, I was delighted. But
Now, I did see the play. Did you see the play in the first quarter when Philly threw the bomb to what's his name? I forgot. What's their top receiver's name? A.J. Brown.
A.J.
And they called pass interference on A.J. Brown.
Yeah, I missed that. I came in.
Here we go.
Middle
of that agenda. They started again because even Tom Brady, the announcers, said they shouldn't have called that.
In this magnitude of a game, Tony, you should not make marginal calls. This is the only thing the refs. That's why Phil Vinovich is not qualified to be this kind of a game ref. Him and his crew are as petty and silly as they are during the regular season. In fact, I'm not even sure if they should be playing or calling too many regular season games of importance. If it's a Monday night game, they don't need to call primetime games. I hate that son of a. I mean, and if he's not going to call both ways, and he'll switch back and forth. He'll be 1 minute he'll call.
I'm just looking at the stats. Xavier Worthy had 157 yards receiving. Most of that was like late after the third quarter.
Yeah, a lot of that was during garbage time.
At halftime.
He's going to be a good football player, though, Tony. He was a rookie this year, right? Yeah.
He's a little tougher than I thought he was, too. He's a little tougher than I thought.
Yeah, because he's not that big. He's a slight frame. Yeah. Maybe that's why the.
Oh, and Ronbo, did you hear that Aaron Rodgers flew his private jet to New York? He had a meeting with Jets management, and they said that they're probably going to part ways. You heard about that, right?
Well, I thought they've been talking about that for a while now. I mean, they made it official, I guess, today.
They had a meeting with him. And then, now, I don't know where this came from. I'm hearing he wants to come to San Francisco.
Well, he can want all he wants to. Damn it, Kyle and John, don't even consider it. Don't bring that in here. God.
Exactly. You don't need that headache. That then he'll be coming in trying to change stuff,
Yeah, and bringing his own people in and throwing everybody out. Like, what he did to the Jets is just unbelievable. And he'd probably bring in some of those old guys that left already. Oh.
Ego and arrogance.
Hey, production just pointed something out. Robert Saleh is here. He can't come here. Robert Saleh will be the first one to say, listen, if he's coming, I'm leaving.
Oh, yeah. Remember when he got fired? when Salah had made the decision on something. Remember the day that Salah got fired earlier in the day?
Yeah.
The was it the offensive coordinator who came with Rodgers from Green Bay or something?
Oh, yeah, he got fired,
they
too.
They decided they don't want to use me. Then Rodgers said, well, I'll fix it. He called the owner. Remember that?
Yeah. I remember because he got the other guy. I thought he left after Salah. No, he left before, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, it was before. They decided they didn't want to use him as the play caller no more.
Because he wasn't doing it. I mean, that style of football that Aaron Rodgers and that guy were calling, it doesn't work anymore. I mean, they blame Russell Wilson, but it just doesn't work anymore. You know, so
maybe Aaron Rodgers can go to Las
Raiders?
Vegas with Pete.
Yeah. You know that, boy.
You're right, Ronbo. Nick Sirianni, he's nothing but a figurehead.
I mean, he's a shop foreman. He's not doing anything. Yep. Fortunately, I don't know why the owner likes him so much. There must be some kind of family connection, but he's just out there as a cheerleader that's got an executive power. He's not doing anything.
Well,
everybody's
known
that for
problem in
years.
Philly now because just like Detroit, they need to hire an offensive and a defensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator of Philly, he's now the new head coach of Nolans, right there in the same city.
Oh, he's going to Nolans?
Kellen Moore.
Ah.
Yep, Kellen Moore is now the new head coach of the New Orleans Saints.
Damn, that didn't take long.
So they need to find him a new offensive coordinator.
Tony, we got to go. Hey, I tell you what, though. Tuesday, boy, the drama's going to be crazy for the next 2 or 3 weeks, especially after the Combine. And it's time for free agency.
Yes, sir. And now Philly's got a dilemma. They got the players, but now they need a new coordinator, offensive coordinator. Detroit needs both an offensive and defensive coordinator, and the Rams are just plain ass.
I love the way you ended it.
Oh, and Cooper Kupp's going to get cut, Ronbo. The Rams talking about they're going to hold out for a trade. Ain't nobody trading for that bum. Y'all might as well release him now.
Cut. What a way to treat a guy that was pretty instrumental in him winning that Super Bowl, if not the whole reason.
You know what they say, the NFL means not for long. It is a business.
Yeah, football is cold. All right, Tony. I'll see
All
you
right, sir. I'll
Tuesday.
see you Tuesday.
Looking forward to it. Night, Tony.
Holmes took a beating.
Vicious. Ooh.
Take
Night,
care,
Tony.
sir.
You too. Well, that's cool, huh? I mean, there's no reason to get overly overjoyed, but I mean, it's sort of like I feel relaxed. If we can't have it, I certainly want the Chiefs to have it. Rams, every year, you're always giving us grief. You just fell behind. In the hierarchy, where do you list in the all-time greatest teams? Eat dirt, you sucks. 49ers are still so far ahead, you got no room to stand in to talk nothing. Eagles, you can talk down to the Rams now. You got 3, they got 2. Fam, I'll see you Tuesday. Bleep you, Rams. Fam, thanks for the contributions. Always appreciated. Please don't forget to subscribe. We have fun like this all the time. I want to bring Jalen back. We're going to have a whole show together.